560 WQAM presents the Neil Rogers Show. To talk to Neil, dial 567-0560 in Dade and Broward. In other counties, call toll-free at 877-785-6345. AT&T wireless users can call for free by dialing pound 560.
The opinions expressed by Neil, his guests, or callers do not represent those of WQAM's management, staff, or sponsors.
Now, the Neil Rogers Show on 560 WQAM.
Hi, this is Sonny Fox, and I listen to Neil Rogers because I can hear the word asshole.
You asshole!
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a day for some strange behavior, but don't you dare mind, I'm out of my mind. It's a beautiful day in this beauty wood, a beautiful day to show wood. Won't you be mine and lift your behind? It's so nice to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to do a little kid like you, so don't try to get up and just run away. Just stay a while so we can both play like you're behind, one nice behind. But don't you be a traitor. Oh, don't please don't be. Don't tell Mom and Dad, you traitor.
My television neighbor, I'm glad we're together again.
Not anymore. How do you like that, huh?
Well, it's sad.
That was in very bad taste, by the way. Are you playing that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I played it?
Well, you know, I'm a heartless prick.
Mr. Rogers is dead.
He died?
And I'm sure we'll get somebody to call and say, oh, the wrong Mr. Rogers died. You know, something like that.
Right.
And then you make these cracks about you thought he was gay, which I thought was ridiculous.
He died?
I have no, knowledge of that. I just got that impression.
Well, he had a wife.
Right.
Joanne. He survived by his wife, Joanne Rogers. Their 2 sons, 2 grandsons, nephew Neil.
Well, that convinces me.
According to his website.
But on the other hand, he wore cardigans.
I see. Well, anyway, he died from after a brief battle with stomach cancer. I don't think there was anybody in America who didn't grow up watching Mr. Rogers. Well, I mean, he was beyond my time. I mean, when I was a kid, it was like Howdy Doody and things like that.
When I was a kid, I thought, what the hell is this? But I guess we shouldn't say that.
And it was the guy in Channel 7. What the hell was his name?
Wayne Chandler.
Wayne Chandler. Isn't he dead too?
I don't know.
We've asked that a million
times.
Wayne
was great. Wayne Chandler and the Sunday Funnies with Toby the Robot.
Did he do the clown thing?
I'm not sure.
I see.
Skipper Chuck blew him away.
Skipper Chuck, there's another one. There's a great guy. Now look what happened to him doing Cemetery Village spots.
Hey, you gotta eat.
Oh boy, poor Skipper Upchuck, man. He was a big hit on the Rick and Sud show though, and look what happened to them. Oh boy, those poor guys, you know what? That's the way the business is. Here's somebody going to say the wrong Mr. Rogers died. You watch. WQAM? Hello?
I don't think the phone pot's on, Robert.
QAM, hello.
Hi, this is Nancy Companillo, please.
Speaking.
Neil, hi. How you doing? Can I discuss 2 points with you, Neil?
Can you what?
Discuss 2 points that's going on here in South Florida.
Go right ahead. Number 1?
Hi. Number 1 will be about the speech that President Bush said last night. Completely, I used to be like pro-war, pro-everything, but seeing what's going on right now, you are absolutely correct, sir. This is going completely down to the toilet.
Well, it's already been decided. It's been decided a long time ago, and it really doesn't make any. Don't confuse them with the facts. They've already got their plans in place, and it's going on regardless of anything, you know. So that's it.
It's a shame that we're going to have to head this way and going back to in time, including the economy is going to go down worse than it is right now.
Right.
Incredible. But anyway, Uncle Neil, second point I got is this stuff here with Cubans, Brothers to the Rescue system that they have now. You aware of that? About the flying guys that they come and rescue and see all those Cubans, raptors?
They're still doing that?
No, they cut them down. But today on the news, I heard this guy, Basulto, which is the president, that he's suing in court for $40 million for what's going on with that. You believe that? Now
he's suing Castro.
Oh, he's suing Castro.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you this: who do you think we should invade first, Saddam Hussein or Fidel Castro?
That's the answer. Will be Fidel Castro, man. We gotta I don't know. I'm against war.
I'm not joking. I'm serious. Don't you think it would be a lot easier to knock off Castro and he's more dangerous to us than Saddam?
100%. You're right, 100%.
Let's go get him, man.
All right, Neil, that's all I got for you.
And I'll split the $40 million with you. How's that?
I like that.
Okay.
Later, buddy.
Arrivederci. Yeah, let's go get Castro first.
He confiscated American property.
He's a barbaric, torturous, all of these things that we keep hearing about Saddam. Which we knew that about Saddam in the first place, back when we were like shaking his hand when Rummy was over there. Huh?
Are you starting up again?
Yes.
Okay.
Especially because Robert's sitting there, Robert the warmonger. Although he is happy because, the Bush people like the Jews to their face. Anyway, speaking of Mr. Rogers dying.
Yeah.
That was small potatoes compared to Tom Glazer, which you weren't even aware of this until I informed you before the show.
Right.
See, George gets the information first before the show. Carlos is absent today. That's why Robert is in there. Also, Robert is in there as a spy.
He's a plant.
No. Today the trends come out at 11:30.
Right.
So this way, Robert can see those numbers and get a hold of them immediately, if not sooner, and that way he can pass them along. Now, I asked Robert, how many people do you think, because they're building a little bit on the morning, and now that we got Ding Dong School in there to hold their hand, how many people do you think are listening to the morning show? And he said,
9. Actually, we lost the Ding Dong School. I'm a little upset.
You did?
Yeah, they don't show up anymore in the morning.
They're not coming in there to hold your hand anymore?
No, I'm really upset.
The training wheels are off. It's a big day.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? In other words, I think they gave up. Oh, that's terrible. You know what it's like? It reminds me of all those people that protested yesterday, on the Internet, which was a smashing success, by the way, like millions. They had the White House switchboard tied up, and you see then you saw the president speak last night, so it obviously had about the same impact as Ding Dong School. None,
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see when those trends come out, and who the hell are we to talk? We could be in deep crap after that December we had,
Right. Because that guy, remember the guy that called? That
one guy, yeah, that's right, one of Robert's people, one of those right-wingers who, he got the diaries, but he punished me because he didn't like my politics, so therefore he punished me. In other words, he's one of these goody-two-shoes right-wingers who's so much better than the rest of us, but when it comes down to being honest about stuff like that, he's lying. He's using his diaries as a weapon.
Yeah, but he's lying for the sake of good, a greater good.
Let me just say this to you, okay? The good news is my check showed up on time yesterday. Thanks, Clarence. You're a knucklehead, but thanks for the checks. That's the one thing he's good at. He gets those checks on time. It's in the bank, and that's all I care about. Ask me if I care about anything else, and the answer is no. That's it. I'm beyond that point. Today we got the trends, we got the baseball game. We're still trying to figure out what time we get out of here. I mean, Clarence, it would be nice to get. Is Clarence in there, or is he
he just stuck his head in the door and.
Did Robert close it real quick?
Show him missed him by that much.
Show him how we do that. We're training Carlos to jam that door shut real quick when certain heads stick in there. But anyway, it might be nice if Clarence would tell us what time, because this could be the strangest program log I've ever seen in my life. If you look at the last page there.
Yeah, I don't know which break is ours, which break is
we
theirs.
got 2 commercial breaks in there. Now, on my schedule, it says the Marlin all the festivities start. This is an exhibitionist game, by the way, which is really shocking that we're preempting a high-price show like this in part of Hank's show, and all of the Mad Dog. I forgot about that. The Mad Dog, who's the second highest-rated show on a radio station, he's also getting dumped out of there for an exhibition baseball game. Anyway, the Marlins and the Orioles, so it says on my sheet 12:50 to 4. So I said yesterday we got 10 minutes off. I look at the log here, and it says 12:30, Marlins 05. I don't have no idea what that means. Then it says 12:30, hardball with question mark.
Right.
And then it says sports update. Then it says 12:30 to 1, Hank Goldberg.
Right. Oh, I have a Hank Goldberg update, by the way, speaking of him.
About what?
He will be in studio today. He canceled his trip to Vegas.
How come? He's not going to the Reverend Jones fight?
I guess not.
Reverend Jones fighting Jerry Falwell? I was looking forward to that. Just when Reverend Jones sticks his puss in Jerry Falwell's and says, "You're gay." I thought that would have been kind of funny. He's not going to Vegas? Maybe it's because
he just told.
He's been a little bit ill lately, and that's good. Don't be schlepping all around, Hank, okay? Don't be getting sick again. God damn it. Now, what was I just saying? Oh, we're trying to find out what time the Marlins game is.
Deciphering, although Robert just got back, so maybe he knows something now.
And the answer is?
Clarence.
12:50.
12:30?
50.
No, I'm sure he was said about 30.
About 30.
About 30, man. I'm sure he said that. 12:50. Damn it! That's bad news.
So I guess that third break in that hour is ours.
I see. Well, we'll worry about it when the time comes, if we make it that far. Got most of my voice back today, thank God. Thank the Lord.
Oh, God.
Now, anyway, Tom Glazer died. Does anybody in this audience know who Tom Glazer was? Don't tell him. Folk singer and songwriter, best known for his whimsical children's songs. It was a bad day for the kids and people, those of us who used to be kids. Isn't it hard to believe? There's some people that you think of and you say, boy, that person was once a kid. Like Mo, for example. Can you imagine Mo as a child?
No. He said something interesting this morning, though, right at the end there. You heard it, too.
Did he really?
He said
well,
it's a sad
day. I didn't hear the end. I couldn't hear anything until the theme started.
He said it's a sad day for kids everywhere because Mr. Rogers died. Do you think there is a current child that knows who that is?
Are you knocking Mo again? You're just doing that to piss off Robert. To put his job in jeopardy.
Are you kidding? He's red in the face in there.
From laughter?
Yeah.
Anyway, can I get back to Tom Glazer? goddammit, I gotta do the break in the polls. Tom Glazer. Especially his song, On Top of Spaghetti, novelty song in 1963, all covered with cheese. Don't you remember that?
Of course, I sang it.
And you thought it was a schoolyard song that kids just made up. Well, he wrote it. He wrote it.
How do you like that?
Now, let's see, does it have any other songs that he ever wrote here? Talking Inflation Blues, Minnesota Party Tape, Facing the Crowd. No, he composed songs and background music for the film by Elia Kazan, Facing the Crowd.
Okay.
In 1945, started a show on ABC Radio, Tom Glazer's Ballot Box. So for you old fogies out there, he was 88. And believe me, that's old enough. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, it's not a happy day that somebody dies, but he was 88. See, when somebody's 88 dies, we don't say, well, gee, what do they die from? Because generally, you know what I'm saying?
They died from time.
They died from Father Time, 88. And I mean, it's pretty exciting when you write a song on top of Old Smoky, all covered with cheese, or whatever that was.
I like the violent variation myself.
What's your take on the Iraq attack? Speaking of violence, we asked yesterday, and we had a tremendous response, which we'll give you when we come back. But we don't want to get behind. We got to do the break because we got that big ball game coming up, exhibition game. Any interest in the Marlin game today?
No.
Marlins and the Orioles?
No.
They're going to be hot. Not. I heard about 30 seconds of Joe and Mark yesterday filling in for the humper.
Mm-hmm.
And the call was, and first they were talking about the Panther game last night. Coma induced. They didn't show up, by the way, 2-1 they lose to the Ducks. Oh, another paltry crowd. And also about baseball starting today. And Joe said he had no interest in the Marlins. None. He's only concerned about his Yankees. That would be like me saying I'm only concerned about my Leafs, which is true. But at any rate, and then the first call was a guy who said, well, since you guys are like on top of all these things, you hear anything about like the Dolphins re-signed Rob Conrad and about the free agents? And all of a sudden the button in here went in the off position.
Just by itself?
Just automatically. As soon as it heard that sports nerd stuff, it went in the off position. Rob Conrad.
You got one of those smart radios.
I'd rather talk about William Conrad. You know, I like those fat guys.
Robert
9:13 at 560 WQM. Tomorrow's my 27th anniversary on the air in South Florida. Oh! And Brandy Shoes is celebrating their 25th. So we got a lot in common. Any independent family shoe store that's been around for nearly a quarter of a century has got to be doing a lot of things right to keep bringing those customers back, like offering an unbeatable selection of men's and women's famous brand shoes like Rockports, Echoes, Mephisto, Timberland, Clarks, SAS, Florsheim, and lots more. And then they got a wide range of sizes, whether you have big, fat, long feet or little, tiny, skinny one, and a foot too. Men's sizes 6 to 15, women's 5 to 12, and widths from the very narrow to the very wide. Speaking of that, I missed Smallville last night. I'm going to have to watch the Easy View on Tuesday night. Missed it. Speaking of big feet. And don't forget their professional sales staff that'll help you select the right styles, then sit your ass down and fit those shoes to your individual feet. And with over 40,000 pair in stock in their 8,000-foot gigantic mega store, you'll always find that they got whatever you're looking for in stock. Brandy's a great place to shop for shoes. They're at 1290 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach. Open every day 9 to 9, Sundays 10 to 5. And this week is always another special. All this week at Brandy Shoes, all men's and women's Sperry boat shoes on sale. American Originals only $49.90. All of their Sperry styles 20% off this week only at Brandy's in Pompano Beach.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Whether you're a Muslim wanting to get rid of those annoying Kurds, a Sikh trying to rid the world of Hindus, or a Christian wanting to eliminate abortionists, there's only one place to shop for all your religious weaponry. Religious Weapon Supply Company. At RWS, we believe in the rights of all religions to physically exert their prejudices against other religious groups who don't agree with their sets of values. RWS supplies all organizations with a vast range of weapons, and we ship all over the world. For only a small extra charge, we offer an engraving service to have the name of your faith inscribed on each weapon, indicating to your God your level of commitment. So before you start your next jihad, stock up now at RWS, Religious Weapon Supply, because you know your faith is right.
All right. Good.
918 at 560 WQAM. Poor little Carlos, he's in traffic court today. Now, you did manage to fax him all of those bedtime stories?
Yes.
For our website?
Yes.
Get with it. Get with it, little beaner. No, that's what he reminds me of. He's not Cuban. He's got to be. Isn't he like a little beaner? You definitely would see him at Taco Bell. Here's a fax, our first fax of the day from the audience. It says, let me be the first to say that I can't read a word on here.
It's tough.
The something that come out today will be the highest, the trends that the Howard David Show will ever receive. My reason is that January book
is
something the NFL playoffs and the Super Bowl and the National Championship Fiesta Bowl. These events led to some interest in the morning show.
Included. The January book included.
This is from, this is an inside deal. Who is this from?
You got me.
Miami and Orioles first pitch 105 pregame. What does this mean? Have a great afternoon. This is an inside job.
Let's get the handwriting analysts. Hey, Miguel, whose handwriting is this? Go walk around the building, try to match this up. What kind of fax is
this? This is like an inside job. Well, we'll see if this is the highest mark the Mo Howard David Show ever receives. I sure have my doubts. And what does his rating have to do? In fact, the fall book, wasn't the fall book the Dolphin book?
Yeah.
Yeah, last time we checked, was that a big number? No, that was a death knell, if you ask me. So what the hell are they talking about? Obviously somebody from inside who knows nothing about programming, which could be a lot of people in that place. Okay, let's get back to the poll, can we please? 1,301 votes. See, it's good that we stalled a little bit there. We got over 1,300. Pretty heavy-duty response, and we should have, of course. What's your take on the Iraq attack? It's coming, but I'm against it. 459, 35.2%. It's mostly about oil, OIL, 372, 28.5%. It's coming, I'm all for it, 318, only 24.4%. That's not what you call too heavy duty, is it?
Well,
it can still be avoided, 102, 7.8% of very, very naive people who don't understand it's coming. Whether you like it or not, it's coming. And I have no clue, 50, which have got to be the people who called us yesterday, all 50 of them.
Yeah.
And probably Greg voted too, I have no clue. Thanks for your refreshing honesty, Greg. It's about time. Now, here's today's poll, which was offered by a listener yesterday. I'm thinking about one thing.
Yeah.
See, he put your name and Crystal on there, which I also put on there, but the audience has never seen your wife, number one, and most of them never seen you either.
Right. You spelled it wrong, so I fixed it.
Well, we're crossing it out anyway.
Oh, all right. Well,
because they don't know what either one of you look like, so what the hell does that mean? You know, some of them know what you look like.
I added one, by the way.
Okay, what is it?
Anna Kournikova and Enrique.
Well, I don't understand. What does that mean? Why do you say that?
Oh, just a thing.
Is he ugly?
No.
No, I know what you're trying to say again. It always comes back to the same thing with you. Try to say, same old thing. In fact, George is doing his best impersonation of Reverend Jones this week. Everybody's gay.
You're gay.
In fact, if you're saying that to Anna, I think you may have a point.
Really?
But that's my take.
All right.
I think she's a dyke, but that's just my take.
Better that than the alternative.
Either that or she's a fag hag. Because she seems to hang around a lot of people of questionable persuasion. But nevertheless, I haven't even asked the question yet, and already you're interfering. Couples who most made you say, what the F is she doing with him? And I thank very much the listener. See, if you people out there would do something more constructive once in a while, like Mo said yesterday when he got that crank call, he doesn't know how to deal with crank calls. He just can't believe that anybody would crank call his show. He can't accept that fact.
I can't believe it.
So, be constructive. Have something to say. There's plenty of other shows on this station where you can call in and be an asshole. That's right. Why the hell not? That's what we specialize. That's why I get paid a lot of money for, talking to assholes. In fact, people ask what I do. I always tell them I talk to assholes 4 hours every day. At least I'm being honest. Couples who most made you say, what the F is she doing with him? Julia Roberts and Lyle Lovett. That was the first one that came to my mind. And these aren't necessarily people who are together today, but people who have been together, you know?
Right.
Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas.
I know what that's all about.
Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman, Denise. Shania Twain and Mutt Lange. Now, does he have a name, or is that just... Huh?
I don't know from him.
And Celine Dion and Renee, which is her bald-headed...
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Oh, wow. Although, quite frankly, what's the big deal with her?
She's no prize.
I think that's a match made in heaven. We'll keep that on for the moment. So you can add to that list. Couples who made you, these are celebrity couples, not your next door neighbor. Not people who are like on QAM, like George and his wife. Couples who most made you say, what the F is she doing with him? Excellent topic. Robert Blake last night on with Baba. I managed to stay up for 40 minutes of that. And I also did tape the Frontline show last night at midnight from WNED in Buffalo, the PBS outlet here, but I haven't watched it yet. See, these people don't understand there are only so many hours in the day. And I was going to, like a smartass yesterday afternoon, I thought, well, maybe I'll watch it off the internet. There's only one problem with that.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what it might be?
Oh, you have no audio on that computer up there.
It makes it kind of difficult to watch any TV shows in here or listen to audio when you don't have any. Oh, what a concept. Nice going, Corso. Once again, you guys rocket scientists. Well, if you would have just told me. Yeah, right. So I have no audio capabilities on my cheap Neisner's computer here. Although I will say my internet connection is absolutely sensational, man. Never have 1 second of downtime. Isn't that great? I don't want you to feel bad.
Oh, thanks.
Never have had not one moment of downtime. I did have one glitch on the end of the show. I think it was on Monday, remember? Right before the end of the show. But then I restarted the whole thing and it was just fine. No problem. Just the way a computer ought to be. As opposed to that 5 and dime thing we got down there that pretends to be your friends at Bell South? Spiro Cantoon and that crowd over there at Bell South? They're not
Bye, Robert.
Where's Robert going?
Robert just morphed into Miguel.
Oh, Miguel came in now. I can't believe that. Miguel is wasting his time on a high-paid show like this.
He's putting his lips all over the earpiece, too. Yeah, there you go.
Surprised me. He's probably trying to clean him off after just getting cornered by Doreen in the hallway. In fact, that's probably why he came in to join us today. It's probably Doreen is chasing him around in the halls again. She ran out of stuff to eat. Anyway, welcome to the show, Miguel. Always nice to see you, even though you did hate those bedtime stories. You're a liar and you're phony, but that we understand, you know.
I never lied about that.
The hell you didn't. The hell you didn't. You lied right to my ear. Don't tell me it was like I had a stroke, okay?
No, he says he hated him and he always hated him and he always says that he hated him.
Remember what he told me? He loved it. In fact, just in his honor, maybe I'll do a few today. Although I think this poll should engender some pretty damn good response. And then we got the trends coming out. We got the ball game coming up. Oh, what could be more exciting than a Marlins exhibitionist game?
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Suck it in and hold it.
Almost 40 years after the British invasion, America is again under a musical attack. But this time, from the godless hordes of Canada. A new day has come. The latest CD from Celine Dion. This tuneful barrage of epic proportions is taking America by force. Taking money away from American singers and diverting it across the border, where fanatical madmen think Bachman Turner Overdrive is still cool. Celine Dion. A new day has come, featuring hit after hit after smash hits, including yet another reason to hate NAFTA. I don't need no stinking green card. I'm better than you because I'm French Canadian. And her latest hits, I drove all night, but due to the exchange rate, I had to drive 6 hours more. Plus this bonus track of Celine Dion banging on her chest as she belts out the French-Canadian national anthem, if there were such a thing. Celine Dion. Available wherever foreign music is indiscriminately sold. Celine Dion. Just $19.95, $24.95 Canadian.
And she makes me gag, I'll tell you that. 9:31 at 560 WQM. Here's an interesting story. Did you see this?
Which one?
A Filipino man cut off his penis.
The one I emailed to you.
Right. In Manila, a Filipino man cut off his penis, tossed it through a window to his estranged wife in a bid to prove his fidelity, a Filipino newspaper said today. The man wrapped the severed member in a newspaper. And that would be a great name for a rock band, wouldn't it? Severed member?
Very good. I'm writing it down.
Wrapped it in a newspaper, threw it through the window of his wife's parents' home in the northwestern town of Malasiki, the Philippine Star said. So you will not suspect I'm courting another girl, the Star said. The man shouted before he hobbled off into the night. His shocked wife gave the severed penis to police, who sought the help of an embalmer to preserve it until her husband could be found, the paper said. How do you like that? Well, he's not doing anybody else, that's for goddamn sure. Even himself. Nice going, sir. So there's the new poll for you. You know who I think sent that fax that I just read a little while ago? That sounded like an inside job. Probably Gildy. You notice how he's out sick today? It's Trends Day, and I realize it's not a whole rating book, but it is the trend. But he is peeing in his pants so bad after that last book came out, he was not only calling all the people on the staff, including me at home, whining and, well, what am I going to do? You know, that.
Why should he be peeing in his pants?
Because he's a nervous Nelly. Do you ever hear how he sounds on the air?
Is he afraid he's going to be the next scapegoat?
Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah.
Not only was he calling everybody on the staff, he was taking the yellow pages, starting at Aardvark and going all the way through Zebra. Just calling people indiscriminately just to find a number for somebody to talk to. What am I going to do? You know, like that. The show is dying. What am I going to do? Come on, Geldy, butch up a little bit, will you please? Good golly. What a puss. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line for you to peruse, whatever you choose, and of course some additions to our poll today, which we're building in progress. Here's a mobile in Miami. Hello.
No more Mo.
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. Mobile in Boynton Beach. Hello.
Hi, how you doing today, Neil?
Okay, sir.
I got a couple for you.
Good, thank goodness.
Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston. What in the fire truck is she doing with him?
Okay, not bad, although I think they got a lot in common.
Yeah,
a lot.
But a lot in common.
But we'll put it down for you.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. And don't forget Marlins baseball, 12:50. Okay, Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. I don't even understand that one really when you come right down to it. I think they're a good match. Should we not put that down? I'm trying to put it down because I don't see like anybody else calling in with any suggestions for this as we're picking up right where we left off yesterday.
Right.
This must be coma week in South Florida, is it?
Pericoma.
No, seriously. They must all be in a coma. I must be missing out on something. And the idea that I'm not feeling the pulse. I'm reaching for the pulse, little Tommy. I can't find one. Death Valley days. Of course, nobody's answering the phone anyway, so that's beside the point. 5670560.
Well, in his defense, Miguel has to build the log up from scratch because Robert went in there and deleted everything that I had already done.
Why did he do that?
Because he likes to do it his way, which is the hard way, which takes 5 extra steps in preparation and execution. But don't get me started.
Well, we're not going to blame Robert for that. We're blaming Carlos for being in traffic court today, okay, and dicking around with us. You know, it's when you're a high-paid big shot on a high-rated show like this, Carlos, you don't just pick and choose which days you're going to, screw off. Traffic court my ass. We were worried about him this morning because I guess did Clarence tell you he wasn't coming in or you just forgot about it?
I forgot about it. He told me. Carlos told me, but I forgot about it.
Yeah.
And he told
Seems
Clarence
to me that Clarence lay down on a job again. You know, Clarence, you're okay for the checks, which is the most important thing of all. But all the other stuff, oh, brother, you got a long way to go, sweetheart.
Apparently, he left a message on Robert's answering machine, but Robert hadn't checked his messages yet?
Well, Robert was probably busy calling the White House all day yesterday to counter those war protesters. He was probably doing that freerepublic.com thing, you know. We will win, victory.com, whatever the hell that crap was. Didn't hear anything about them, by the way. They must have been small potatoes. Because the other thing, the one that we were talking about, the virtual march, that got enormous, not enormous, but it got quite a bit of media play later on in the day as the day went on. They couldn't resist it. Although one thing for all you right-wingers out there, this Donahue business, and I got so much crap here, you know, I'm worried about these people with this poll. We'll get to them eventually. So we know about this Sammy Al-Arian, this professor at the USF that finally got canned, long overdue. We talked about that a long time ago. Well, Boca Brian, in the midst of, he's always feeding me material, most of which goes in the circular file, but he sent me all of this crap yesterday, and on the last page was something pretty interesting. Because this is the story, which you've seen about how Al-Arian was a Bush supporter and he was photographed with Bush, and here's the picture and a whole deal. It says, the Bush campaign in 2000 very determinedly reached out to Muslim voters. Indeed, wait till you hear this. Indeed, Muslim Americans may have tipped the election to George Bush. One survey suggests that 50,000 Muslim voters of Florida, normally staunch Democrats, reacted to Al Gore's selection of Jew Lieberman as his running mate by voting 80% for Bush. That outreach campaign opened relationships between the Bush campaign and some very disturbing people in the Muslim American community. Many of those disturbing persons were invited to stand beside the president at post-9/11 events, like his meeting with Muslim community leaders at the Masab Mosque, which is the picture with him and Sammy Al-Arian. That laundry head goofball. How do you like that?
Huh.
Now this is the first evidence anywhere that I've ever seen that indicates that Al Gore lost the election because of the fact he put Jew Lieberman on as his running mate, because he had a Jew on there with him.
Right, you talked about all the Bible Belt people.
All the rednecks, all the crackers, all of those people. Never even dawned on me about, because who the hell would know that there would be 50,000 Muslim voters who ordinarily vote Democratic who would be voting in Florida?
I had
50,000.
No idea.
This is an election that was fixed by, won by 500 and some odd votes. 50,000. Right there. And I was the one that had the balls and the perspicacity to tell you that when you put a Jew running mate on there in America, America is not, and this idea that Lieberman is running for president, who the hell is he kidding, huh?
I
his
think
rocker or
I
what?
would make a fine president.
And the other thing, Phil Donahue strikes back at MSNBC. Phil strikes back yesterday suggesting the network was too quick to pull the trigger. They might be trying to outfox Fox with conservative voices. Donahue's political talk show, a distant third in the cable news ratings in his time slot, was abruptly pulled from the air after Monday's show. The show premiered July 15. He noted that Donahue's ratings were better than anything else in struggling MSNBC's primetime lineup. It took almost 3 years for Fox News to overtake CNN, he said in a statement he released yesterday. We had 6 months. But the most disturbing thing, he noted that the network recently hired conservative commentator Mike Savage as host of a weekend show, and retired Republican politicians Dick Armey. Remember Dick Armey?
Yes.
And his army, his merry band of lunatics? Oh my God, where the hell is that? Oh, it's under Barney Fagg, isn't it? I'll find it. It's the last goddamn thing I do. And also Joe Scarborough, former Republican congressman. We're talking about real right-wingers.
I like peace and quiet, and I don't need to listen to Barney Frank haranguing in my ear because I made a few bucks off a book I worked on.
Yeah, you tell him, Dick. Dick Armey, Joe Scarborough, and Mike Savage. This suggests a strategy to outfox Fox, says Donahue. And of course, it goes to show you how stupid they are. You know what it's like? It's like somebody else putting another sports show on in the market. Let's have 4 or 5 more, okay? So they can divide up the other 2 points that are left.
No, you're wrong. It'll bring more people to sports.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot Ray Perry being the broadcasting genius that he is. It'll bring more people to sports. Let's have a baseball card station, huh? 24 hours, all baseball card talk all day. It'll bring more people to the baseball card industry, don't you think?
Right. Well, how could it not?
Here's a call from Davey. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to give you a pig report.
Okay.
On Flamingo Road, the whole Davie police officers are all there. The whole station is there. There must be 16 or 18 of them. On both ends we're getting it.
Flamingo and where?
Between 84 and Griffin Road.
All right.
On both ends.
Okay,
and,
Governor
for Officer
McGahee,
he's an asshole.
Okay, thanks for the warning.
All right.
And call Ticket Defense Team, please. Well, there's a guy obviously got a ticket and is pissed off about it. Okay, I don't blame him. That reminds me of, all this business about, well, we're going to call them French fries anymore. We're getting ready to blow up the world.
All day long yesterday.
The economy is in a crapper, and all we got is this crap about, let's stop calling them French fries because we hate the French people. We hated the French people before all of this crap, okay?
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAM.
I'm honored and grateful that you would see me today.
Goldie, my most valued friend, for what reason do you bother me today?
I want to sanction a hit on Mo.
What has he done to deserve such a fate?
He's a mean man, a very mean man. He ought to be marbleized.
This I cannot do, but I will have it taken care of.
Thank you, Godfather.
One. Sports. Wait a second. Huh?
Okay, well, bend over, pal. Time for some sesame seed crunch.
Buddy Hackett.
Yeah, I bet you thought I was dead, didn't you?
Well, now that you mention it.
Come on, enough talking. My turn to get a piece here.
Wait a minute, I'm not Mo.
What do you mean you're not Mo?
I'm just filling in today. I'm Boca Brian.
Oh, but Brian, I must have got confused because your neck, it looked like an oyster.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
So, where's Mo?
Well, he knows Geldy put a contract out on him, so he's hiding out at Scoogans.
Scoogans, huh?
Yeah, and he's using Clarence for a human shield.
I know that joint. Come on, let's go. I got a job to do for the Godfather.
Okay.
To the love bug.
My punch card is full. Would you like another cup of coffee?
Yes. Thank you.
Wow. You know, Clarence, What do you say we blow this pop stand for a little sport hole spooge-a-doo-doo?
Oh, I really should be getting back.
Sports!
Don't say it like that. You know how I get.
Sports!
Let me lose control.
Sports! 9 to 1. All sports! No women, just men. Dad, give my arm a little nibble.
Ha-ha! I got him. The jig's up, Mo.
Buddy, Hackett.
Yeah, what about it?
You sure we can say jig?
Take off them pink checkered pants. Hey, everybody. This race's on me. Come on, get over
Not
here.
here.
Stop
It's a public jerk.
Having fun, Mo?
Goldie. Why, you little... Say,
Yeah?
what are you doing in that wig and 5-inch heels?
Well, my wife likes it so much, I always dress like this now.
Gee.
Oh.
You like him better than me.
Sports!
947 at 560 WQM. See, they don't get it. They just don't get it. I already crossed out Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown. The poll that we're trying to build today, and with no success, I thought it was a good question, didn't you?
Yeah.
Couples who made you most say, what the F is she doing with him? We got Julia Roberts and Lyle Lovett, Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas, Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman. Oh, I'll tell you another one.
All
Britney
right.
Spears and Justin Tinkerbell.
Yeah. Oh, how could we forget?
Because even though they made, this is either past or present, Justin Tinkerbell. But cross out Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown, because that, like, they belong together. It's a match made in heaven, man. Match made in crack heaven. We got Carmen Electra and Denise Rodman, Shania Twain and Mutt Lang, and Celine Dion. Now, don't even put down Celine Dion. Cross that one out, too.
All right.
She's a dog. That's also a good match. Because somebody, and you faxed this to me, which is shocking.
Yeah.
Rock Hudson and Doris Day.
Right. No, I'm going to share all these with you. I don't.
No, thanks. No, I mean, first of all, they weren't a couple. It was in a movie, okay? She wasn't the beard that they had him hooked up with. That was in the movie.
Oh, that's right. What was that lady's name?
I have no idea. Like, I'm supposed to know what
there
her name was?
There was a big special.
The Morning Gelding called into the Humper show yesterday while Joe and Mark were occupying his chair. Whoever was screening the calls didn't tell him who it was. And for the first few seconds of the call, until the caller said it's Goldstein, it sounded like they thought they were talking to a girl. How do you like that?
That's funny.
Geldy called into the Humper show. You know what this is starting to be like? It's starting to be like the light bulb. WFTL Revisited, where they all used to call each other's shows. Remember those days?
Yeah.
Mr. Kent, I disagree with you. Well, Mr. Kane, blow it out your ass. You know, all that crap, that contrived horseball crap that only the talk show groupies could love and only listen to over the age of 100. Oh my God. Geldy calling into the Joe and Mark show. And no wonder he got sick, huh? I wonder what he called in for.
For a while. For free. I don't know.
I wonder what he said.
But
5670560. Let's get some real couples on here that make sense. Britney Spears and Justin Tinkerbell. Don't you people get it? I don't think they get it.
No.
Do you?
Do they ever?
They're gonna get it.
When do they?
Once in a while they'll do a poll that is kind of cute and they'll come up. But they usually help us build a list. Although you're right. Usually, see, this requires a little bit of creativity. Usually it's just like the name of a song or a movie.
Name anything.
See? Right.
Name a movie.
But this requires like a pair, like a family pair, like Bill Cullen used to say on that awful quiz show. What was that show? Blockbusters? Was that it?
I don't remember, but I got one, and you mention them all the time. Mary Magdalene and what's his name?
Oh, and James Carville.
Yeah.
That's an excellent piece of work. James Carville and Mary Magdalene.
What's her real name?
That is her name.
Are you serious?
Magdalene.
Oh, okay.
Magolan, I believe is how it's spelled. I mean, I think. Well, Mary Magdalene, that would be good.
I don't know how to spell Carvel either, so if it comes out wrong.
Carvel, not Carvel. Carvel is ice cream, Dumbo. Carvel. Carville. So now I'm thinking again about that week that you were on vacation and Miguel was sitting in the inside where you are now.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't say a goddamn word. I mean, just left me out there to dry. That was back when I was still doing the bedtime stories.
Oh, that's because you intimidate some people.
No, I understand why. Because he hated the bedtime stories. He just didn't want to say so.
Right. Oh, silent protest.
Right, exactly. It worked too. Here's Pembroke Pines. Hello.
Neil.
Yes, sir.
Kind of to change the subject before I do, you're getting an echo.
Yeah.
So, just to let you know.
Getting an echo on what?
When we're listening to people calling in. when you hear people calling in, there's an echo.
Yeah, well, that should be our biggest problem. On this station, that should be a huge problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Just kiss the ground that you can hear QAM, okay?
That's true. I know, even though you can't stream anymore, too.
Yeah.
Did you happen to
we're streaming.
Did you happen to catch the Robert Blake interview with Barbara Walters?
Yeah, I mentioned that before. I
didn't know if you did or not.
Mm-hmm.
It was quite interesting, with what he had to say.
Why?
And he looked
why was it interesting? All he did was cry and eat candy bars.
Well, that's true.
He did it. Don't you think he did it?
I don't know. It's hard to say.
So in other words, you have no opinion on it?
Well, yeah, I think he did it, but he's going to get away with it, just like OJ.
Oh, I don't think so. No, I don't think they got two bodyguards, former bodyguards, who are going to testify that he tried to hire them to do a hit on her. They got all of those tapes that they played in the hearing yesterday.
Yeah.
He's going to get it, man.
He's going to get it. Oh, well. There goes Beretta.
Yeah, there goes Beretta and the cockatoo, too. That guy was kind of boring, you know? 5, 6, 7, he was okay, but he was boring. I don't really want to hear about the echo, okay? Do we really have an echo? I mean, maybe a little teeny tiny on some of the phones, depending on a connection on the phone, but that's mostly a phone function. Because everybody tells me that when I'm here doing a show, it sounds even better than when I'm sitting there.
Right.
And I'll tell you one thing, the air I'm breathing is a lot better than what I'm breathing in that studio. When I get back, now I'm checking out this HEPA filter that I bought. I spent about $250 for this real expensive filter unit, you know, this air purifier. And, of course, the first thing that happened was I got a cold, but I don't think that has anything to do with it. And it's in the bedroom. I mean, it's big enough to, clean 1,500 feet. But I want to check it out for a couple weeks. Yeah, I will say this. When you walk in the room after you've had it running a while, the air is like real, it feels cooler, although it's not supposed to affect the temperature, but the air is like real fresh. Do you know what I mean? It's not my imagination either.
Right.
The difference is dramatic. So if I feel that this is like really doing it, I'm going to get one for my house and one for that studio too, because that place, there is no question. Why do you notice how we're having the same thing happening there that happened at IOD? Sure. You remember how that started when the sick building syndrome got so bad that it like overwhelmed everybody and everybody was sick all the time? Well, first it was me, and then you used to have all of that crap, and then Hank can't breathe all the time. I think it's in that building. And now Geldy's out sick again, probably because of the trends, but maybe because of the air. Let's see, Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton.
Yeah.
Yes?
I mean, she's a whack job, but nevertheless, she can do better than that.
Okay.
Well,
and you know what else? What about, even though you hate her like poison with the big boobs, how about, what's her name? From Baywatch?
Pamela.
Pamela Lee and,
Tommy?
Tommy.
Match made in heaven.
You know, get out of here. Are you crazy?
Both nasty, acid, pus-dripping, skanky... nasty people.
It's Kid Rock,
though. And then she's with Kid Rock. That's a step up.
That's another one I don't see. Maybe she just got bad eyesight. You think that could be it?
She leaves a slime trail.
You're just jealous of that surfer boy.
Oh,
What was his name?
Kelly Slater.
Kelly Slater. Very good. Well, she wasn't that bad back then.
Not back then. Not that bad.
No, seriously, she wasn't all that bad, and of course neither was he, although he still was a lot prettier than she was. But anyway.
We'll put it on there. I mean, what the hell? It's free.
No, look, are you compiling the list or what?
I guess. I mean, I'm writing all
Well,
these
Miguel
down.
can do it. I mean, we didn't want Robert to do it because he'd keep putting all kinds of elephants on there, you know? Nah, he's just one of those lost, right-wing Jews. He can't control himself. One thing about Robert, though, is he's got my philosophy down. Only take as much crap as absolutely necessary to get by.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He only takes enough crap to keep his job there in the morning, but he doesn't take any more crap, like Zach, for example. I mean, Zach, he'll do anything at this point. He'll fall on the floor and roll around and make guttural sounds.
Robert's just the board op. He's not going to get fired, see. The producer is on the hot seat.
It doesn't make any difference. Robert is just one of those people in his own bizarre way. He's okay. I mean, he's full of crap, but he's okay. As opposed to some other people in that place who are full of crap and not okay. By the way, speaking of that, I noticed Muff has felt very bad the last couple of days because I gave him the short shrift. But when you got a bad cold, Muff, and your head is all filled up, which today it's not all that bad. But I didn't want to sit and schmooze with him before the show and that day on the phone when he called me a couple of days ago. That's just the way it is when you have a cold, Duff. It's only a cold. I already have one, Mother. But just relax. Don't take it personal. I'm just, when you're not feeling all that great, you're not like in a bubbly effort. He wants you, hey, how you doing? All that kind of crap. You know what I'm saying?
No, what are you saying?
I'm saying cut the crap, Duff.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAQAM.
Coming up tonight on Inside the Behind the True Hollywood Celebrity Music Biography Profile Story, we take a good, hard, stiff look into stardom. They were a male duo who created erotically charged techno-disco music fueled by the burgeoning gay London club scene. And yet their song was a big hit with straight guys in America. They were Soft Cell.
Believe me, there was nothing funnier to us than seeing so-called straight guys in the States dancing to our gayer-than-gay synthesized drum beats.
Lead singer Mark Almond founded Soft Cell with his friend from art school, Dave, Ball.
Dave and I were basically saying to the listener, go ahead, picture us commingling. And there's some corn-fed white boy from Iowa shaking his sorry arse on the dance floor, completely oblivious to his inner queer.
So what is an inner queer? Almond likens the phenomenon to that of homophobic football fans, pounding their fists to "We Will Rock You," without taking the time to realize they're being spurred on by Freddie Mercury.
Look, I'm not saying every guy would suddenly turn homosexual given the right circumstances. Oh, all right, I am saying that.
For more on the subject, we turn to Princeton University psychologist, Dr. Eugene Stuffit.
Well, I don't want to say anything too damning, but I have been married for 15 years. Something, I cannot say what, does happen to me when I hear that Soft Cell song. Now I know I've got to run away. I've got to get away. Oh, yes, yes.
Soft Cell. They almost made us all gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's a big, juicy, sopping wet look at show business. Tonight on Inside the Behind.
10:01 at 560 WQAM. Happy Thursday to you. Marlin baseball exhibition game, 12:50 today between the Marlins and the Baltimore Orioles. Any interest?
No.
And then the Humper is going to be in studio. He was supposed to be out there at the Reverend Jones fight in Vegas.
Right.
After Marlin baseball around 4 o'clock till 6. Well, and then, of course, then another short show till 6:30 because we got the Shitco Panther preview. The Panthers at the Lightning 7 o'clock tonight. And then Eddie Kay and then Joe and Mark back in their slot overnight. Do you know that Vlad was doing the updates on the sports this morning on Mo's show?
No. He was?
Yes.
I didn't see
Geldy's
him.
out sick. Geldy was out sick. Now, don't you think Clarence should have been doing those sports updates? But like Robert said, they don't come in and hold their hand anymore. No more ding-dong school. They just put up a big sign on the door there. It said, Gornish Helfen. Here's the fact, says this is a hard pull, I guess. I don't know. It's the first one I thought of was Lyle Lovett and Julia Roberts also. It says, how about your boy Larry King? And you know something? That is a good suggestion.
Except we don't know what that bitch's name is.
No, but how about Larry King and Angie Dickinson? What?
I'd forgotten all about that.
Well, I haven't. This is past or present. Larry King and Angie Dickinson.
Loan me $50.
There you go. Maybe she was going through some hard times. I'm sure not with him. Here's another fact that they don't get it. They don't get it. It goes on about MSNBC and blah, blah, blah. A suggested couple for your pool, Michael Jackson and Elizabeth Taylor. Elizabeth Taylor that wasn't a couple. She's just a fag hag, that's all. And there are a few things in life that disturb me more than fag hags, by the way, but nevertheless. But how about Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie?
Right. Even though we knew what that was all about.
That's not the point.
I know,
they were a couple.
I'm writing it down.
Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie. I thought this would be a piece of cake today. I looked at that poll and I thought, boy, this is great. Here's, since I noticed, I just checked our website.
Yeah.
And I'm glad you faxed, Beaner Boy there, the stuff for today, but boy, it's going to take a long time. So our website we apologize for. I don't know why I should have to, but I apologize anyway for the fact it's still got all of yesterday's stale stuff on there, including call the White House and, participate in the march against, virtual march against war, etc., All the stale stuff from yesterday is still on there. This one story in Newsweek by John Barry, which I'm only going to read 2 short paragraphs. Don't get panicky, Miguel. John Barry, The Defector's Secrets. Hussein Kamel, the highest-ranking Iraqi official ever to defect from Saddam Hussein's inner circle, told CIA and British intelligence officers and UN inspectors in the summer 1995 that after the Gulf War, Iraq destroyed all of its chemical and biological weapon stocks and the missiles to deliver them. Did you follow that?
I heard it. I read it when you faxed it.
Kamel was Saddam Hussein's son-in-law and had direct knowledge of what he claimed. For 10 years he had run Iraq's nuclear, chemical, biological, and missile programs. He told his Western interrogators he hoped his revelations would trigger Saddam's overthrow, but after 6 months in exile in Jordan, Kamel realized the U.S. would not support his dream of becoming Iraq's ruler after Saddam's demise. He chose to return to Iraq, where he was promptly killed. That story will be on the website in its entirety from Newsweek. I just mentioned that in passing. Since we're supposed to believe that once we get in there, then we're going to find all of his stuff, boy, and then we're going to show the world and say, see all you French and you Germans and you Ruskies and Chinks and everybody else, see, we know it's in there. It's in there. Just like Prego spaghetti sauce, man. You stir around enough, you'll find it. It's in there.
So Hysterical Carlos says what?
To hit refresh.
Refresh this, okay? Go back to traffic court and quit bugging me, okay, you little goofball? Well, hit refresh on what? I'm on my homepage. I'm not on that thing. We're still getting the votes pouring in from yesterday's poll, which we still got on there because, let's see. Hit refresh. The news stories be on. There it is right there. I told you it was on there. He wouldn't let us down. Defector secrets. There it is right there. Virtual war protest jams congressional phones. He still hasn't gotten off that win without war thing, though. Get with it. You got a good start there, Beaner boy, but got a lot of work to do. That's a much better name for him than Ugly Chuck. Now, don't you think Beaner Boy is...
I'm using it.
He is the definitive Beaner Boy, man.
He's not nut brown, though.
Here's a lady... He's nuts, though. Here's a lady in Boca.
Hello?
Lady in Boca.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, Neil.
How are you?
Thank you. Would you believe I didn't have the radio in my car, for about 2 months, and I just got it, and I'm so happy to listen to the show every morning now.
Great.
And I just want to thank you for it, whatever you're doing, and you have a wonderful day.
And back to you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, that was, here's Jim in Atlanta faxes. See, now they're getting the thing. He says it's a great poll question, but a tough one when you start to think of them. I don't think so. I mean, we came up with what, 3? Half a dozen? I came up with Brittany and Justin Tinkerbell. Huh?
Yeah, I came up with Anna and Enrique.
We're not putting that on there.
Are we not?
Get that. Are you crazy? What is wrong with you? Are you out of your mind? Why would anybody put that on there?
'Cause
this isn't about who's straight and who's gay. It's about, obviously the intent of the person that sent us the suggestion was what is she doing with somebody that looks like that? Okay? Maybe Anna Cornajolia and Enrique are both, whatever the hell they are, but at least the one thing is that they're both attractive. You understand? They're both pretty. He's prettier than she is, but nevertheless. See? You don't get it either. You're participating in a poll, you're the pollmeister, and you don't get it.
I thought that qualified.
Oh, you are such a little homophobic spick. Here are a couple for you. Picking on Enrique again, okay? What the hell did he ever do to you? Shirley Jones and Marty Ingalls. That's excellent. See, now we're getting there. You writing these down?
Yep.
Tommy Mottola and Mariah Carey. I gotta play that. I just love that. I love that. Coochie, coochie, coochie.
Best one so far.
Oh, it is great. Barbara Bach and Ringo Starr. Who the hell's Barbara Bach?
She was cute. She did some acting movies.
Was she in Bachman Turner Overdrive?
I think she's Catherine Bach's sister, but I'm not sure.
Maybe she used to shop at Orbbox. I don't know who the hell. Okay, put that down if you like.
Oh, as a matter of fact, you saw the movie that he did, the Caveman movie, the comedy?
No.
Oh, really? It was,
you think I would go to see a movie with Ringo Starr?
It was 100 years ago. Not go
No.
to see it, but just it's been on a million times.
No.
Anyway, she was in the movie with him. She's a cutie, yeah.
And Jim in Atlanta says, not saying that these are good ones, just saying they are good ones. I don't see it. Tommy Mottola and Mariah Carey, were they like a number?
I thought they were married or something. I don't know.
Well, I don't know what he looks like. Do you know what he looks like?
No idea.
Let's ask Michael. He'll know. Okay, well, keep that one off there for the time being. Somebody might know. 567. This is very difficult. You're right.
I thought he was with Aaliyah.
Huh?
I thought he was with Aaliyah. Tommy Mottola.
Now.
Okay.
Dummy up. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. How about Robert Wagner and Joanne, what was her name? Natalie Wood. Just a joke. It's just a joke, okay?
Hard.
I wish we still had that bit about Natalie drifted out to sea or whatever. Remember that one? Bob and Tom bit?
We don't have it?
No chance.
Damn it.
Here's a call from Davey. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
Hi, okay, I'm on. I may have a poll entry, but first I have a couple of quick comments, if I may. Regarding the AM show, I like Goldie, and I gave Mo Howard an honest chance, and I don't like him. And that's straightforward and simple. Second, while I was on hold, I heard you use the word perspicacity. Man, give me a break. I listen to AM radio. I have even tried to look it up in my Scrabble dictionary, but I couldn't find it. So.
Sorry.
Well, anyways, regarding the poll, a suggestion, you may need to reverse it or additionally reverse it, and what is this guy doing with that?
Okay.
The previous caller stole my thunder a little bit with Elizabeth Taylor, but with that in mind, my entry would be Elizabeth Taylor and anybody. And that's all I got, pal.
Okay. In other words, not much. Elizabeth Taylor was once a beautiful woman.
Right.
She was once considered one of the most 4 or 5 beautiful women in the world. Her and Grace Kelly and a couple of others.
I saw those old movies.
Remember the day that I did that poll? That was embarrassing. I don't know. I must have been on the rag that day about the most beautiful woman of all time, celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody called in to Elizabeth Taylor, and I bitched them out. And somebody called in and said Grace Kelly, and I said, oh yeah, sure.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know. I have no idea, because Grace Kelly was beautiful.
Like textbook
In fact,
beautiful.
Grace Kelly, the woman, the girl that plays Sheridan on Passions that I'm always talking about, which you won't watch it, she looks very much a little bit like Grace Kelly. A little, somewhat.
Yeah, she was pristine.
2 eyes and nose. Huh?
Grace Kelly, pristine.
Yeah. Christine? In fact, maybe that was the car she was driving. Maybe that's why I went off the edge of that mountain, that cliff.
Oh.
Christine. Could be. You know who was in Christine, don't you?
Yeah.
John Stockwell. I don't know about the guy with the glasses, that goofy guy. I don't know what his name is. I don't remember those kind of people.
I remember the
people
girl
that looked really good, like John Stockwell, that was lying there in the bed with his leg up in the air, naked.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and speaking of that, Guiding Light fans, of course, they're not listening now anyway. I think Guiding Light is on down there right now. Mike Tyson and Robin Givens.
I'm just passing them to you, you know.
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't remember what she looks like.
She was beautiful, but he had a lot of money, so what's
okay, well, there you go. That's
that?
Perfect. That's exactly what we want. Robin Givens and Mike Tyson. Get that on there. So the new Shane on Guiding Light. See, one thing about soap operas is characters start off as little kids. And for a very short time, they're little kids, and they're like 4, 5, 6, and then all of a sudden they're like 12, and then like a week later they're like 17 or 18. Every soap opera does the same thing, huh?
Right.
So now we got a new Shane on Guiding Light, and all I can say is, got rid of that goofy little kid with the bad lips, and now we got a new Shane that made his debut, I believe, yesterday or very recently anyway. Big improvement, boys and girls. I just mentioned that in case we have any Guiding Light people out there at all. Probably not. Probably watching it right now. The good news is the Buffalo station here still carries it between 3 and 4. That's the great news. See, another good reason for me to be here, Tom Jicka. I checked the website on the Sun Sentinel today to see if Tom Jicka wrote anything local. Before you ask, the answer is no. In fact, we ought to check back to that thing that he wrote about the doo-wop shop about 100 months ago.
In case something new has developed?
And see if if since then he's written one word about anything local radio or TV. Because if he has, I've missed it. I'm not talking about in that Sunday book. I'm talking about in his daily column.
What makes you think he's gonna? Why do you keep expecting?
Because he's supposed to be the TV radio editor #1, and because he was the guy that says, oh, well, you know, Neil isn't going to be able to keep his finger on the pulse of what's going on. I still have that article, Tom. Right over here. Right over here. Rogers has successfully reinvented his latest challenge. Reincarnation might be his greatest challenge. He argues he can keep up with South Florida via the internet and faxes of the local newspapers, but it's difficult to get an accurate fix on the mood of a community at second hand. He's been in Toronto, and I'm still in Toronto. How do you like that, huh? Toronto, as Geldy would say, Toronto. With that New Yorkie pedantic sound of his. I'm still here, Tom, and I got more of a finger on the pulse of what's going on down there, and at least talk about what the hell's going on down there, as opposed to you, who just writes puff pieces about network TV shows that are really ponderous and boring, Tom. Did I mention that he's an asshole?
Not lately.
10:13 at 560 WQM, guys. Size makes a big difference. Make no mistake about it. I put a big one in the bank yesterday, and I'm not even there. How do you like that? Like magic. And according to the Florida Department of Labor, computer professionals have really big, impressive ones, too. And naturally, we're talking about paychecks. Even if you have a small penis, if you have a big paycheck, it goes a long way. According to the state of Florida, computer careers are among the highest paid and highest demand, too. And Fast Train can help you achieve your new high-paying computer career in just 4 short months. They've got locations all over town, so no matter where you live, it's going to be easy to get there. They're one in Kendall, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and Pembroke Pines. With day, evening, and weekend schedules, now there is no longer any excuse for you to stay in some crappy, dead-end job working for peanuts like Miguel and Carlos. Pick up that phone and call Fast Train toll-free, 1-866-FAST-TRAIN. That's 866-FAST-TRAIN. They got full-time job placement, guaranteed financing, too. Call them today or check them out on the web at fasttrain.com. That's 1-866-FAST-TRAIN, because now you, too, can have a big, impressive one.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
And do I like that?
On tonight's Action News, it's the reason Mr. Rogers had to retire. It's Mr. Rogers, the lost episodes.
Let's have some make-believe. I want to show you this toy that I brought. Yeah, it's just a toy, you know? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Put it back in, right in there. And out it comes. And what a good feeling. That was fun, wasn't it? Isn't it fun to pretend things like that? You can use your fingers.
On tonight's Action News.
But I guess you can see it's no secret what a good feeling they gave me. Oh, you're coming, and Mr. McFeely's coming.
10:18. Not anymore, Mr. Rogers. Not anymore. At least he ain't.
Gilbert just called again.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Well, okay, now the ball is in your court. And like I said, when I get back to town, I'm going to take personal attention to Gilbert Solomon myself. I'm going to become personally involved in the Gilbert Solomon crank call business on WQAM. Just keep counting your lucky stars, Gilbert. Just count the days till I get back. It won't be long. And then they will fear you. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. How very sad. Okay, now I'm not writing down the ones after my short list.
Okay, I am.
So I got Julia Roberts. Here's the poll again. Couples who most made you say, what the F is she doing with him, or the other way around? Julia Roberts, Lyle Lovett, Catherine Zeta-Jones, Michael Douglas, Carmen Electra, Denise Rodman, Shania Twain and Mutt Lange, Britney Spears and Justin Tinkerbell, James Carville and Mary Magdalene, Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton. That's all I got. What are the other ones on there?
Where do we go? Oh, that's page 2. Larry King, Angie Dickinson.
Oh.
Michael Jackson and Lisa Marie.
Uh-huh.
Shirley Jones and Marty Ingalls.
Tommy
Mottola and Mariah Carey. Barbara Bach, Ringo Starr. Mike Tyson, Robin Givens. Christy Brinkley, Billy Joel. Oh, wait, we might not have discussed these yet.
No, you're getting way ahead of yourself.
Sorry.
Now, what was it? David Brinkley and who? Poor David Brinkley. Boy, that's a sad, sad day, boys and girls, what happened to poor David Brinkley. First, his eyeballs started falling out of the sockets, and he was still on the air on ABC. And then they put him off in like a nursing home somewhere, wherever the hell he is. And he's bedridden, whatever it is.
So anyway.
And then they had that fire, remember a couple of weeks ago? And the guy had to carry him out of there?
Right.
That is just, and you know what caused it, don't you?
I give up. Smoking?
He ate too much of that, what was that thing he was doing, the agricultural crap, that phony food that they,
I don't know.
Archer's Daniel Midland, ADM. Don't you remember he was doing those spots? There was a big stink about it?
Oh, that's right.
I think he ate too much of that phony, food.
So I got a fax here that you won't be able to read, and because I can barely.
What does it say?
Some good suggestions on here, so I think.
Well, let's get with it.
Throw them out of here.
Don't drag your feet.
No, I'm not dragging it. What is it? David Arquette and Courtney Cox. She's the chick on Friends, and he's a.
Yeah, I know Courtney Cox. Well, what's wrong with you?
Well, I don't know you watch Friends.
Christ, I know who she is.
Okay. Some of these don't make sense. Like he's just writing down a lot of couples, like established couples. Like he wrote down.
She ain't no Wally Cox,
right?
I'm sure she's not his daughter.
Gina Davis.
Yeah.
Which, he's obnoxious.
Oh, look at this! Look at this!
What?
Oh my God!
Today we expect that
they're going to come out and announce a lowering of the nation's terror threat level. Right now it is at orange, which is high. We understand it's going to be lowered now to yellow, which is elevated.
All right.
Okay, put down the duct tape and the Visqueen.
I gotta go now. I gotta take all that stuff down.
Oh my God. If it weren't so pathetic, it would be funny, you know what? And it's still funny. There's that silly ass Tom Ridge standing up there, and again, and all, even though they're lying about it through their teeth. Oh no, we had lots of other reasons to be very concerned. Come to find out that this, schmatahead was lying through his teeth. They made him take a lie detector test, and that the whole Orange Alert panic thing was a cover your ass because they were afraid that there was something going to go on that they hadn't heard about. And come to find out the guy made it all up.
Right.
And so here they are, where they got an Orange Alert and a red face. And now we're like going back to Yellow Alert. Isn't that is just amazing. Oh, guess who was on with the Kingmeister last night, speaking of him?
I give up.
That Bill Maher jackass, the one from Politically Incorrect that's on HBO. Now, see, the thing with him, he reminds me a little bit of that broad, what the hell's her name, that 1 week she's a liberal and she's Arianna Huffington.
Okay.
Who is not a liberal by any stretch, but every now and then she'll write a comment. I've read several of them because she'll write something that makes a lot of sense, and then she'll just go off the deep end again. But he's kind of like the same way, because he said some things last night that made sense, but in between, I mean, he's just such a bonehead and such a little twerp. He's like Dick Cavett without the brains, and just as boring.
But he wears a lot of makeup.
And Larry was sucking away and sucking away and sucking away. Okay, Christy Brinkley and Billy Joel, now why did you just fax me this when you already just read it?
Well, because I forgot that I had already written it.
Jesus, George, get with it. You're wasting my fax paper, you little bozo. How many trees do they got to chop down because George has got Alzheimer's?
100.
Let's get with it.
None. So let me just say the good ones that he suggested on here.
Yeah.
Tara Reid and Carson Daly.
Who?
Tara Reid. She was in the American Pie movies.
Okay.
If you saw any of them, she was the
I
really good.
I would know if I seen her, yeah.
With nice blue eyes. And this is funny, he's got Drew Barrymore and Tom Arnold. I think he's thinking about Tom Green.
Oh, well what's wrong with that one?
No,
Drew
that's an
Barrymore
excellent
and Tom
suggestion.
Green.
Like I said, I'm just reading the ones that actually
Well,
make
don't
sense.
you think that's a good
I
thing?
already wrote it down.
About
That's
5
perfect.
minutes?
I might vote for that.
Now, there's a classic example of how MTV destroys everything it touches. You hear anything about him lately?
No.
No. And never will again. I mean, he might come out with some grade Z movie again, but, hear about it for 2 minutes, that'll be it. And when he was doing the comedy club stuff up here in Canada, which he is Canadian, and those two guys on the show with him also are, when he was doing that stuff, I told you about him before he ever came on MTV. He was a panic. It was a hysterical show. It was pee in your pants funny. Didn't I bring in the video that time for you?
Yeah, no, it was great. And they were saying all these words.
Right. Oh, and speaking of all of these words, getting back to Robert Blake. So here's MSNBC yesterday, and I don't know about the other ones because I wasn't watching anybody else. They were carrying the Robert Blake court hearing live. And they were playing the tape, the recording, the phone calls to Bonnie Bakley. Oh, and last night with Bobo, he made a comment that I just about crapped my pants. Luckily, I was in bed. When he met Bonnie Bakley at this club, jazz club or whatever, where he used to go and pick up broads and have sex with them. He met her and he looked at her and thought, oh, and they're showing her picture while he's talking, and oh, she's pretty, and I thought to myself,
nastiest bird-faced
I
I've
mean,
ever
she
seen.
is an insult to trailer trash from coast to coast.
Yeah.
Nasty face, nasty porky body.
Right.
I mean, just a grotesque tub of crap.
That's
He's
her.
talking about how pretty she was.
Well, he's lost it, like his eyesight too.
Of course, when you drink all of that, sometimes about 2, 3 in the morning, you know how that gets.
Yeah.
They all look real pretty. Got a real pretty mouth, stuff like that.
Yeah.
26 patents. So what was I just, so anyway, MSNBC had every 4-letter word that's ever been invented because it was on the tape recording. Right. And you effing this, and you effing told me that, and you're full of bullshit, and Schmidt this, and Schmidt that. I think it was about Schmidt. Is what it was, because every other word was like a 4-letter word. But you see, it was in the midst of this news story, so it's okay. Even though it was right in the middle of the afternoon, little kids are out of school. If we take a crap or say what it smells like on the air, we're going to get you off the air, we're going to do this. But in the meantime, because it's a news story, they can gratuitously put on every goddamn word that ever came down the pike. And nobody's going to say crap, much less take one. How do you like that? So let's just say we're a news station now, although quite frankly, if we said QAM, they'd laugh, you know.
We're not fooling
because
anyone.
at QAM, the news updates are sports updates. Don't ever forget it.
How can we?
Clarence. 27 after 10 at 560 WQM. Don't ever forget one other thing, too, and that is that the Lord works in mysterious ways. One of them is by taking away guys' hair at a very early age. Some guys, like even before they get to be 20, are already developing that nasty male-pattern baldness, that big hole in their head, like the one that Greg is scratching all the time. If you'd like to get your hair back, the choices are unlimited now. Everybody and their brother promises you a full head of hair. There are those dangerous pills you can take. There are the holes that they drill in your head. There are the mousy looking pieces that people just fall on the floor laughing about. There are the bad weaves, like Sam Donaldson wears. And then there's Charles Alfieri's natural hairline system. The choice is yours. You can spend a fortune for any of the rest of those things or look great at a very reasonable price with Charles Alfieri's brand new technology, the natural hairline system. The reason it's so great is because it looks real. Looks like real hair, like it's grown out of your scalp, as opposed to like something fell out of the sky and died on your head. Mention Neil Rogers, they'll knock $200 off the regular price too. And don't forget, Charlie also services and repairs all kinds of hair systems while you wait. Usually make them look a lot better too for only $25 or $30. Call them toll free and get your hair back and look like a mensch, look better and younger than you ever thought you would again. Call 1-800-321-2413, 1-800-321-2413, or log on to their website at charlesalfieri.com.
We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
The sky is falling.
Every goddamn day the news is warning we have a yellow light. That must mean they have something to hide. That's how they manipulate headlines. What's screaming any kind of subterfuge is useful, like a yellow light. Behind the corporate media rise, and that's why we have a yellow light. Can't explain the meaning of what these lights do. So coverage sits at his desk with a set of Lopez and Doodles cartoons. Anytime they want to confuse the news, they have a yellow light. Exactly something they can't define. That's why we have a yellow light, a big light every goddamn day. The news morning we have a yellow light. Something they can't define. That's why we have a yellow light, a big light every goddamn day. The news.
You know, it's amazingly, I guess after all of these years, the library that we got of stuff, I mean, everything that happens in the world, if somebody farts, we got something for it, you know what I mean?
Right.
If a bird drops a little anything, we got something to play for it, which is excellent. If I do say so myself. The reason I dropped in was because this is a very good one for our poll.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, you can fax this stuff to Eric, because I get really nervous when I see yesterday's poll still dragging on there. It's
let me write these few down, and I've got 2 pages so far.
Well, let's get the 2 pages on here. We can start with that, and then we'll add as we go, okay? Okay, Eric, is that okay? It better be. You know, I was thinking also, since you faxed those stories to Carlos's email, right?
I presume.
Little Beaner Boy?
Right. There's fax receiving software. There's fax software where you can receive.
So in other words, I could fax him stuff on Saturday and Sunday mornings, and we could change the stuff on the weekend.
Presumably. I don't know if he's got to be set up for it and waiting for it or something like that, but I'm sure we can work that out.
Well, he better be set up and waiting for it, or he's going to get it. You know what I'm saying, Little Beaner Boy? Because I don't like having the same stuff over the weekend. There's just too much going on, and it's very easy for me to do that. I feel like we're just letting the world down. Are we going to save the world on this show?
Yes.
You bet we're going to save the world. We got all the intellectuals of South Florida down there who are like glued to those bedtime stories. It's one thing we got sourpusses like Miguel who only want to hear about the Bachelorette and Fidel Castro. I guarantee if I was reading bedtime stories about Castro all day, he'd be glued to it. He'd have his head stuck into the radio. Guaranteed.
I'm waiting.
Bedtime stories about Fidel and Doreen.
What about Fidel on The Bachelor? Or Fidel is The Bachelor.
Fidel and Doreen on The Bachelorette. Anyway, Nicole Brown and O.J. Simpson. Boy, if that isn't one that desperately belongs on there.
I killed Nicole.
Yeah, we know it. And you know something? I am so pissed off about him walking around on the loose and doing all of this crap and costing the taxpayers of Dade County money because the cops are out to his house every 5 minutes. I'm so sick and tired of that. I hope Bobby Blake gets off. You know what? Because compared to O.J. Simpson, Bobby Blake is an upstanding great American. You know what I'm saying? He had a rough life. He was abused as a kid. He was treated like crap. I saw that thing last night.
Bitch condom.
Right. And I think she had it coming. I think you're right. Up until this moment, until I looked at that on the piece of paper there, Nicole Brown, beautiful, lovely, blonde, very attractive.
Never stole a freight train.
O.J. Simpson, obnoxious, disgusting scumbag. Give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball, you know?
I killed Nicole.
You make me sick, O.J. You make me want to barf. You make me nauseous. Even
Roy
can't stand you anymore. How do you like that?
Are you sure about that?
I don't know. Claudia Schiffer and David Copperfield. Now that's got to be a joke. That's like Michael Jackson and Liz Taylor, isn't it?
Right.
Are they married?
I think they are.
Well, get that on there right away.
It's
David Copperfield, good golly, get at least one toe on the ground. What is it about those?
Sure, yeah. You don't want to put Enrique and Anna on there, but sure, David Copperfield.
Is David Copperfield attractive?
You tell me.
No.
She thinks so.
But that's the point. He's gross. He's grotesque. Look, if I have to try to convince you that Enrique is pretty, then there's no hope for you, okay, having any understanding of what life is really all about. He is real pretty. He's got a real pretty mouth. He's got that little mole. He's got that little mole.
Yeah.
And there you go. What mo do you want, huh?
Can't sing for shit.
Well, that's not that. We're not. Oh, Jesus, we're back to that again? Oh,
that's all
you
I care
are
about.
A hard-ass little spick. Even Miguel would agree that Enrique is one fine-looking little dude.
If he wasn't taking phone calls right now, he might.
He would agree, believe me. Even a macho guy like Miguel, who's very concerned about his image, he would agree that Enrique looks just fine when he gets off the phone. You'll see. So we'll get the new poll up there. We got those numbers coming at 11:30 this morning. The trends. I don't know what they're going to be, but boy, there's no pressure on us. You want to know why?
Why is that?
We got a crappy lead and we got 9-1, which we don't want, and they keep lying to me through their teeth. Oh, well, we're working on getting you back to 10-2 because you're the centerpiece. You know, you guys are so full of crap. Whatever Robert Blake said on those tapes yesterday on MSNBC, that's what you guys are full of, okay? I can smell it all the way up here. They're working on it. Yeah, you're working on something, all right. I think they're working on each other. Oh, look at this list you just sent me. Boy, this is... Oh, what is this? This is your writing.
Oh, sorry, that was supposed to be to Eric. Well, the buttons are right next to each other.
Oh, man, you are a piece of work, boy, I tell you. Unbelievable. But at least it looks very nice. It gives me an updated list anyway. Thank you.
So, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Tara Reid and Carson Daly. Oh, he gives me the creeps,
anyone
man.
in Carson Daly.
Can't stand him.
Girls
Talk
love
about
him.
a guy that thinks his stuff don't stink, man. He has got to be the hottest piece of crap that ever came down the pike. If you don't believe me, just ask him.
Miguel says girls love him, but I know why.
He on TV.
That's it.
Yeah, he be on TV. Now, what does Miguel think about Enrique? Is he a good-looking guy or what?
He's a good-looking guy.
So, okay, that's all. We didn't say do you like him, do you have the hots for him, are you rubbing your body parts against him? That's all. He's a good-looking guy. He couldn't say it with a straight face. Huh?
I'd love to be him.
And Miguel don't look too bad, but Miguel would like to be Enrique. Now, what does that tell you?
He wishes that he had a rich daddy?
Well, that too.
Yeah. No, I think what he's trying to say in his own way, and he was very, you notice how he could barely, he's trying to say he wishes that he was gay.
He ain't gay. He's got Anna.
Just keep digging and digging. He's got the gold shovel out this morning, boys and girls. Pretty soon he'll wind up in China. Keep digging deep enough. Man, you guys are in such denial, you know, with this Anna Kourniholia crap. Believe you me, between Pavel Bure and Sergei Fedorov, and who were the other ones that she supposedly was doing? And it was a different one every 3 weeks, by the way.
Here's where you're wrong. We're not in denial. It's great that she's whatever it is that she is.
But she's not going to do you, and she's not going to put on any act for you, okay?
That's fine. At least she's not doing anyone. If she's not going to do me...
I would like seeing her doing Enrique. I'd like to see that. I have no problem with seeing that.
Watch the video.
Yeah, right. It'd have to be in Magnavision. You'd have to have your Magnavision reading glasses from what Enrique tells me, because he said he's hung like a butterfly. And I commend the guy for having the balls to say that, you know what? If there are any balls under there. It's like that bit we got about Geldy and the balls. The teeny tiny balls under that gigantic serpent. Anyway, what are we talking about? We're just killing some time until those damn trends come out at 11:30, and then we'll see who's still got a job. A lot of pressure on that morning show, man. And the humper, too. I don't want to pick on Hank because he's been under the weather lately, and hopefully he's feeling better. Can't you be a picture of health like me, Hank? Come on. Be a picture of health, not a sickly old guy. Here's Coral Springs. Hello.
Hey, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I got a few entries for the poll.
Okay.
How about J-Lo and Puffy?
That's a good one. I like that.
Put it on there.
Did you? Okay. Kate.
You put it on there? I don't see it.
It's on the other page that you didn't,
Okay.
that I didn't mistakenly fax to you.
Kate Hudson and Chris Robinson. I know George
All right.
Robinson.
No, they're both ugly, so I think they're a perfect match.
You think Kate Hudson's ugly? All right.
Yeah, I think she's.
I know George
moon-faced-
doesn't.
Anyway.
I know George doesn't like Salma Hayek. He once described her as a Mia's Beaner.
Yeah.
But I think she's hot. She and Ed Norton.
Ed Norton?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And,
How about Norton from the Jackie Gleason show?
Same thing. And
Art Carney.
Mrs. Mo Howard is a David in Mo.
Okay, great. Quit while you're ahead. Don't be picking on Mrs. Mo, okay? For all we know, she might be a nice lady. In fact, we should probably sympathize. 1041 at 560 WQAM. Tom Lehman and Joe Prieto, a couple of nice guys. They're at Hallett Pontiac GMC, and they're mighty proud. They're pleased as punch to announce 3 great Neil Rogers Neil deals. Now listen up right here, because I'm going to tell you what they're all about. You know those spots you've been playing the last few days while I had no voice?
Yeah.
They sound like they were all recorded right after I had the stroke, like I could barely speak.
Yeah, that's because they were.
Oh. Right now at Hallett Pontiac, Neil deal number 1. Get 0% financing on all GMC 1500 series pickups. That is absolutely correct, sir. 0% on all 1500 series pickups. Neil deal number 2, lease a GMC Envoy for just $299 a month plus tax for 48 months. Again, you heard right, only $299 a month plus tax. And Neil deal number 3, buy a Pontiac Vibe for just $199 a month. That's right, only $199 a month. I can't believe that Miguel said he'd want to be Enrique. And Hallett also has got great deals on used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and if credit is a problem for you, if a lot of the other car dealers just laugh their ass off when you walk on the lot, have no fear, because Hallett will take your money. They'll make you a deal. It's the great Neil deal, triple letter going on right now at Hallett Pontiac, 13401 South Dixie Highway. That's on US 1 across from the Falls, where they've been making people great deals for over 35 years. Open every day, 7 days a week. For more info, call the Neil Deal hotline, toll-free, 1-888-534-4211. That's 1-888-534-4211. And don't forget, all Neil deals are subject to credit approval. See dealer for details. Hallett Pontiac GMC, we be professional grade.
Live and local. This is Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Gay.
Put your hands around me, baby. Oh, put your hands deep inside my pants. Oh, la la
Gotta love it. 1046 at 560 WQAM. One thing about you guys, you are very naive. You believe anything, but that's okay. Anything they dangle in front of you, yeah, you believe it.
What you talking about?
I don't know. Okay, the new poll is going up there any second, any moment. In fact, maybe it is already. Let me take a look.
It's
Let me
sort
get back
of
to my...
halfway there.
Hey, we're working on it? Okay, if you joined us in midstream, number 1, shame on you, because you missed some really great stuff. I don't remember what it was, but I'm sure it was pretty good. Couples who made you most say, what the F is she doing with him, or the other way around? What the F is she doing with him, or he be doing with her? I think we got a pretty good list. Oh, that's right. He's working on it. I don't know who I'm going to vote for, to be honest with you. I still think Lyle I Love It and Julia Roberts. Not that she's that. I mean, I like Julia Roberts, even though she can be a pain in the ass. But not that she's all that much of a knockout. But
No.
I mean, he's just. What is she looking at? Okay, we do realize that looks aren't everything, but
Maybe she sees another side of him.
Yeah, there must be something there that doesn't meet the eye.
The underside of him.
Wow. Here's Miami Beach. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Hey, great show as always.
Of course.
Hey, I have one for the poll. I don't know, this works kind of both ways. Barbra Streisand and James Brolin.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean it works both ways?
Well, what is she doing with him and what is he doing with her?
Probably stuff we can't say on the air.
Most likely. Hey, did you watch that show last night with Barbara Walters and our guy?
And Beretta, yes, I did see most of it.
Pretty sad. The guy looks pretty scared. He looks pretty guilty to me.
Yeah, he does look guilty, and I think he is guilty, but I still say if OJ can get off, let him off. Don't you think?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Give him free.
This will even up the rest of us folks with OJ. Okay, thank you very much. See, we can take a poll on that one day. Since OJ got off and a bunch of folks turned that into a racial thing, like, hey, there's one for us. Now how about one for us, the rest of us guys, okay? The rest of us lighter complected guys, can we have one?
No.
Just one. Just Bobby Blake, never stole a freight train. Huh?
Maybe he'll get a pardon.
And in fact, let's make a swap. When he gets out, we'll invite him to come live at some trailer park in South Florida, and we'll move OJ back to the West Coast. What do you think?
All right.
I think it's a wiener. I'm going to cast my vote on here. Is this thing actually up and operating, or is it like just only make-believe? Well, let me cast, since I'm the one that came up with that. Oh, no, I take it back. I changed my mind. Britney Spears and Justin Tinkerbell.
Oh, I spelled James Carvell wrong, so it's up there wrong. I was writing these down really quickly.
And I'm clicking try to vote, so obviously he hasn't closed this out yet.
Right.
Let's get some votes on there, Eric. Let's when in doubt. Oh, my vote just went up. Britney Spears and Justin Tinkerbell. I don't think there's anything even close. You see what I'm saying? Because Britney is so much hotter than Julia Roberts that even though Lyle I Love It is more grotesque than Justin Tinkerbell, the fact is that since she is about as close to perfection.
Right. She's hotter than heat.
Right. And so he, being a nasty, twerpy little whatever the hell it is, Justin and his Tinkerbell, can't sing, he can't dance, he looks like crap, he probably don't have a penis, but other than that, he's great.
Got some hair, though.
But it made for some good tabloid trash anyway. That's what they want. Tabloid trash. Here's North Miami. Hello.
Hello, Neil.
Yes, sir.
I got two for you.
Okay.
Bill Clinton, Monica Lewinsky. And how about Saddam Hussein and his 15 wives?
Bob Hope's still alive, isn't he?
He's doing our morning show.
Doesn't he have that golf tournament? A lot of golf with checkered pants. Yeah, I think that's probably where our morning guy got his inspiration from, Bob Hope.
Take off those checkered pants.
No, I don't think so. I think they're you. 40 minutes away and counting until the big numbers, man. It could be a disaster for us. Middays could be really bad. Oh, maybe the old dog will hold us up there, you think? No Mad Dog today. That's the bad news. And the even worse news is we got the Marlins. Oh, brother. Nobody cares about the Marlins. These are people, it's a message that they refuse to understand. And then I see in Barry Jackass a few days ago, oh, well, WQM says this, and they're upset about that, and David Sampson's pissed off. You know what? Too freaking bad. Okay? Nobody cares. You keep trying to force feed, trading away everybody that anybody ever heard of before, and like, oh, well, this is going to be the year we're going to get some people in there. No, it's not. No, it is not. This is not the year you're going to get any people in there. You're beating a dead horse. This horse has been dead longer than the one in The Godfather that had his head in the bed. This horse has been dead longer than that.
Khartoum.
I'm not going to race him, though.
Jinx.
Marlins and the Orioles at 12:50 this afternoon. The Humper in the studio. Now, it's going to be your assignment to find out if he's doing all right. And if he went to see Dr. Hanft. He won't do it because
we know the answer to that.
I tried. Did I at least not try?
Yeah.
She's great. She's the best. And just because I got a cold here is no reason for people, oh, you're sick all the time. Got nothing to do with that. The fact that it might be 40 below zero half the time, although we're going all the way up to -4 today. Oh! And like 0 the next couple of days. Oh! I can't find that 0 thing, by the way.
What, on the scale?
See, I'm thinking, I know this is very revolutionary, and since I can't talk to anybody, during the, cause they'll hear it on the air since this is such a technical disaster, I'm thinking that maybe, cause I'd spring for the cash, how big of a deal is it to get audio on my computer?
Not.
Oh, but then it would be a big deal to have it run it through the board. We'd have to get the engineers up here to do that.
I'm sure you well, yeah.
Huh?
Yes, but it's
not.
not.
But what I'm saying is then I can, in my spare time, because I got every disc that we've ever had and, copies of everything here, and I could really make this DCS. The show could be 50 times more, entertaining as far as the stuff, because as opposed to I was just looking for that 0 bit, which I love. Can't find it. What are the chances I'm going to find that today? None. While Enrique is so hot today. Even in Miguel's book. Don't you see what I'm saying?
Right, I know.
And I could be dubbing all those things off there like crazy.
What's the name of it?
0.
Oh.
It's called 0. That's the name of the bit. It's an ACN bit. I know exactly, if I had the disc, I know exactly where to find it.
They're all here.
And where to stick it. Oh, maybe you'll find it.
Maybe. I'll look.
And then again, maybe not. I'm just thinking out loud, okay? Just so if we had the real technology that we would need to be almost a real radio station. Although we are on 24/7. I know the audience is very impressed with that.
Continuous remote, what is it? What was it called?
Disaster. Here's Fort Lauderdale. Hello.
Hi, Neil. How you doing?
Okay.
I got one. Courtney Love and Kurt Cobain.
Kurt Cobain?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
What was it? Courtney Love and what?
Kurt Cobain.
Oh, Kurt Cobain. Oh, yeah. Out of sight, out of mind. How's it going, Kurt? I couldn't understand what he was saying. He was mumbling. Well, what do you say to that? You got 0? Oh, I love it. We'll play that come around the next break.
Oh, sorry.
I love that. You got that down, Courtney Love and Kurt Cobain?
I got it down.
Good. Excellent. 5670560. Now, are these votes going up? I guess I'm going to try it again. What the F is she doing with him? Or the other way around? And what am I voting? I'm voting for Britney Spears and Justin Tinkerbell. And this business, I had a couple of faxes there. Oh yeah, all the gay guys think Justin Tinkerbell is real hot. Yeah, all the gay guys who are have bad eyesight. Maybe if Stevie Wonder was gay, he'd think that Justin Tinkerbell was really hot. Huh? He looks like I've stepped in stuff that looks better for him. In addition to which,
He can't sing for shit.
yeah. But other than that, he's great. I don't believe for 1 second she ever touched any part of him. I don't think they ever even shook hands. They never even shook it. Just like that whole business with Nick Lachey and your friend Jessica Simpson. Although at least she looks okay. Not great, but okay. Although you were hyperventilating there for a little while, and that kind of wore off.
I was.
Once the aroma kind of faded away, you were pretty. She looks a lot better in person, and she was very nice.
You
and
know
she
what?
was sitting in the room there with you.
She does look a lot better in person without all the processing. She looked like a normal human being.
Right. Did she flash a little nipple or something there during the show?
No, her dad was here.
Her dad was there?
Hovering over me. With a knife.
That's like the time Donny Osmond was on and his wife was standing in the control room. Were you working then?
No.
Oh, brother. She was giving me the evil eye during the whole, he was on, I think, a couple hours with me, and she was giving the evil eye. She was nervous, man. She was a nervous bitch.
He kept reaching his hand inside his vest, under his jacket there, like that scene from The Godfather with Enzo.
Oh, the father? Yeah.
Yeah.
You wanted to make an offer you couldn't refuse. Jessica Simpson, she's taken already, okay? 10:56 at 560. We got another half hour, and then those trends are going to be coming out.
Oh!
Now, who's going to be running the trends now that we got Miguel sitting in the other room there?
Somebody.
Maybe Clarence?
Maybe.
Give him something to do anyway. Well, he's a real student of those numbers now, man. He's got numbers, and he's in that with a computer going. He's like a real little wizard in there. Meet our own Mr. Wizard. Clarence Darrow.
Sports!
Yeah, that's him. You know, for a coon's age, I've been telling you about the health benefits of Oleomed, which I'm popping every day now. Look how fast my cold's going away, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
It is. And I keep telling you about Oleomed because this stuff really works. Oleomed soft gels contain pharmaceutical-grade olive oil, not ordinary pedestrian olive oil, but super concentrated and loaded with health benefits for you. Oleomed every day can help reduce the risk of heart disease and high cholesterol. Plus, There are 14 different Oleomed formulas for you to choose from. Each one combines pharmaceutical-grade olive oil with vitamins, minerals, and herbals to support specific health needs, from your bones to your blood pressure to your immune system. Just pick out the formulas that are right for you. And now there are 3 new Oleomed formulas. There's one to help you sleep, one to help you control your weight, and CoQ10 for your heart, which is damn important stuff. You'll find Oleomed at Publix, Eckerd's, Walgreens, Whole Food Markets, Navarro, Sedano's. Order it online if you like at oleomedamerica.com. If you'd like to find out more about their products and what they can do for you and which ones you ought to be popping, call toll-free 1-866-OLEOMED. That's 1-866-653-6633. Get your Oleomed and start popping it in your puss today.
Live and local. We're Sports Radio 560 QAM.
Don't have a penis.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And where's my Enrique bit?
I totally forgot it.
Putz. I knew he'd do it. I did.
I know.
See, I would have talked to you on the talk back, but
I can't hear that.
The temperature is 0. It is cold. It is so freaking cold. And I cringe every time the wind blows. In my pants, something is shrinking. I'm so cold I can't lip sync. That's because it's 0, baby. And I cannot feel my toes. There's a tingling in my fingers, and my private parts are froze. Oh, my nose is about to fall off. There's a cloud every time that I cough, and my hands are blue. They are turning numb. They might amputate my thumbs. That's because it's 0, baby. I can barely move my mouth. Oh no, I'm a red-hot Latin lover. But first I need to be thawed out. Yes, I need to be thawed out.
Okay.
That's because it's 0. I said 0.
11:03 at 560 WQM. I love that, don't you?
Yeah, it's great.
Great minds work alike. You and I both voted on C for the same thing here.
Yeah, and I didn't want to agree with you just out of spitefulness, and I went up and down the list, and I gotta say,
the couple who made you, and the poll is up now. We're getting a few votes trickling in. People are discovering it's up. It's popping straight up. The couple who most made you say, "What the f is she doing with him?" Britney Spears and Justin Tinkerbell's got 2. Of course, that's our votes. And one, and I'm not even going to give them because it just went on there now, so you can cast your vote, and we'll keep adding to it. Here's the good news. And you heard it first right here, baby. The moment it was on CNN, the instant it was on, we got it for you, okay? Even though we're out of touch with what's going on everywhere. You asshole Jicka, you silly goose you, man. 27 minutes till those trends. Oh! The U.S. terror threat level will be lowered today from orange or high to yellow or elevated. Government sources tell CNN, certainly not News Network. A senior administration official said the decision will be announced today by Attorney General John Ashcroft and Homeland Security Director Tom Ridgid. The level was raised to orange on February 7th. The decision was sealed at a White House meeting this morning. Senior officials said going back to yellow is based on the consensus that while there are still worrisome signs, things are not as loud and as detailed as we were hearing when the government decided to raise the threat level to elevated. Not as much chatter. Got it?
And in honor of that,
yeah,
Miguel is wearing a yellow shirt.
Let's hear it.
Okay.
Wearing a yellow shirt pretending to be Enrique. If anybody wants to meet the real Enrique, just go to QAM. Go to the control room. And there he is, in disguise as Miguel.
I bet you Miguel sings better.
I'll see him at the Marlins game.
He'll let you touch it. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. You're going to be at the Marlin game?
Yeah.
Why?
Working.
I gotta work.
Doing what?
I gotta go register people to go win some more Marlins tickets.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Wow. This is your comedy station for the new millennium, man.
You'll be on in the background, too.
Oh. I'm getting choked up about that. That's a hoot. Don't forget we got that Marlin game, Marlins and the Orioles, big exhibition game. Get out there to this, where is that being played?
Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, in Fort Lauderdale. God forbid they should play an exhibition game like in a real stadium. So they're playing in Fort Lauderdale, so get out there to, that stadium. Now, wasn't that Yankee Stadium?
No.
It's not?
No, Yankees haven't played there in a long time.
Well, what is the stadium where they play? Lockhart Stadium?
They're playing right next to Lockhart. It's Fort Lauderdale Stadium.
It's a new stadium?
No, it's old.
Well, didn't it used to be called Yankee Stadium? When the Yankees used to train there?
I doubt it was called Yankee
You
Stadium.
better get with it, mister, because you sure don't know your baseball. You better talk to Joe Costello. He'll straighten your ass out, Mr. Yankee expert.
In New York.
I hope the Yankees lose every goddamn game they play, okay? This season, next season, a week from Sukkot, I hope they lose every game. By the way, did we find out when Purim was?
No. Isn't it in March?
Every time I ask him, he says the same response. That's not an
I wrote
answer,
it down.
okay?
I wrote it down. There it is. I'm looking at it, Miguel. The 18th. March 18th, like I said.
I told you.
I was
Here's
looking for the
Deerfield.
black
Hello.
man.
Hey, I thought you guys had gotten rid of those preseason exhibition games off the air. I guess not.
No. God forbid we should do that. That would make too much sense.
What a great category. It's actually made for rock and roll musicians and models. I've got 4 choices. I don't know if they've already been chosen or not.
Okay.
In no particular order. Billy Joel and Christy Brinkley.
Got it.
On there.
Rick Ocasek and Paulina Poroskova.
Good choice.
It's
Got
going
it?
on. Got it.
Oh, okay. Axl Rose and Stephanie Seymour.
Whatever. She's a model. He's a rocker. Match made in
But
heaven.
he's grotesque and she's hot.
She's not.
The guy is right, George. Get with it.
All right. She's grotesque.
And the last one,
She's got a
I'm
big
pretty
ugly
much
nose.
Tommy Lee and Pamela. I figure you got that one a long
Match
time
made in
ago.
heaven.
Yeah, we got it. Thanks. No, you're wrong. That one belongs on there. Pamela Lee and Tommy, you're wrong about that. You've got a thing about her just because she's got fake boobs and, it smells bad. I mean, once
100
upon a
years
time,
ago, those pictures-
once upon a time, there were a lot of guys sitting about an inch away from their TV when she was on Gay Watch, and they were squeezing and jumping up and down and having a nervous breakdown.
And I wasn't one of them.
I still do.
Well, there you go.
There's Miguel. You can have
See,
it. You can have my portion.
we're not, if we wanted to ask just George Rodriguez, this question, we could have just discussed it before the show. It's a poll for the entire audience,
I'm
not
just
based on
expressing
your
my
own
opinion. I didn't say we
personal,
couldn't
well, we
put it
don't
on
give
there.
a crap about your opinion in her case, okay? About this thing you got about Pamela Lee, just because she was banging Kelly Slater, or his skateboard, surfboard,
No,
whatever
she's a
what it
nasty,
was.
pus-dripping skank.
We don't care.
With hepatitis.
Well, once upon a time she wasn't. Maybe
Yeah,
when
100
Angie
years ago.
Dickinson was doing Larry King, maybe he was hot. Maybe he was a hot number back in those days. I doubt it. One thing about him, other than getting much older, he looks the same today, the same piece of crap as he was. Let's see, what's that last day I saw him at that restaurant where he sat there, I reached my hand up to shake hands and he just sat there? It was, 25 years ago. 25 years ago, 78.
Wow.
The day he left to go to Mutual Radio. And that was the beginning of where he is today. All based on suction, man. Just sucked his way to the top. Last night he's got Bill Maher on there and he's sucking and Maher is saying things that aren't even remotely funny and he's laughing and chortling and puking his guts out, just having a nervous breakdown, Like he was actually saying something, humorous.
Is that a new show I saw him on yesterday? Real Time?
Yeah, on HBO.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Same piece of crap.
Exactly.
And in the book that he wrote, to prove, if you don't believe me, those of you who are Bill Maher apologists, this book about if you ride alone, you're riding with Sodom. About, in other words, if you don't carpool, it's like the Ariana Huffington thing. If you're wasting gas, you're helping out Sodom. I mean,
We're not buying any gas from
What kind
him.
of crap is that? What kind of garbage is that, man? It's just stupid. It's stupid. And And the people that used to watch that show, Politically Incorrect, are people that don't understand anything about politics in the first place. That's why they thought it was so wonderful. All 10 of them.
And they
Here's
were on
a
the
call
panel.
from, I'm on the wrong line. Shame on me. I think I am. West Palm, are you still there? Hello?
Hello. West
Yes,
Palm?
sir.
Yeah, here. Do you have Sammy Davis Jr. and My Brit?
Oh, that's a great one.
And before My, there was Tim Novak.
And Sammy Davis Jr.?
Yeah.
Oh my God, he must have had another one with something that didn't meet the eye, so to speak. Okay, thanks.
All right.
My Brit, M-A-E, that is, by the way, it's way before your time.
M-A-E?
M-A-E-B-R-I-T-T. She was hot.
Your what?
My. Sammy Davis Jr., like I said, he must have been hung like a moose or something, or maybe just because they like the money. Kim
Wasn't he
Novak.
like 5 feet tall or something?
Yeah, he was about 2 feet tall. You could put him in his pocket, in your pocket. And then if you needed like an extra eye, you could always bang him on the side of the head and it would pop right out. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon line. The pressure is building for those trends that are coming out. Now, ordinarily, the trends aren't that important, but today... Today's an exception, don't you think?
Why?
I don't know. I just thought it because to make it more dramatic. Probably it isn't an exception, but I thought I'd just give it a little bit of a build-up and make it more exciting that way. You know, plus you never know. Maybe we'll have more people in the morning. Maybe we'll have less people in the morning. I don't know how that's possible. Maybe in our slot there at midday, maybe we'll have a precipitous drop. I don't really give a crap, to be honest with you. I mean, it's nice to get that bonus money, but if not, hey, you're the guys that screwed around with this show. That's all I can tell you. You follow what I'm saying?
No, what are you saying?
We've got an out. We have an out, and it's a very legitimate one, too. They're the ones that decided to diddle with their what do you, the cash cow. That's what they call me, the cash cow. They diddle with the cash cow, and they're milking it for all they can get, and they screwed us up. We'll see. We'll see what the numbers could be. Anything. Could be anything from like a big improvement from the fall book to a disaster, or who knows, anything in between. I don't want to get those people in programming nervous or anything like that. Because you know Duff, when he gets nervous, he starts to cry a lot. The couple who most made you say, what the F are you doing with him? Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman, 14. Excellent choice. Lisa Marie and Michael Jackson, 13. And we know the answer was not much. Julia Roberts and Lyle Lovett, 13. Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas, 8. Nicole Brown and O.J. Simpson, 7. Courtney's Cox and David Arquette, 4. Angelina Jolie and Billy Bob Thornton, 4. And the rest are... And Britney Spears and Justin Tinkerbell only have 3, which 2 of them are our votes? Shame on you, people. Shame on you.
Maybe they think he's cute.
Oh, my God.
Bye.
Exactly.
I want to put my vote in before I go.
If he's cute, then I just had a real cute bowel movement this morning, I'll tell you. Look just like him. 11:13 at 560 WQAM. I'll tell you a place where you're going to be excited, and that's Pompano Park. We got live racing for you Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And coming up next Monday, mark this date on the calendar. It's only a few days off now. Coming up Monday, March 3rd, it's the next free spaghetti dinner night at Pompano Park. This has become a real favorite there in Pompano Beach. All the old Yentas, and they're not the only ones invited, by the way. Everybody else is invited. All you have to do is buy a Pompano Park program this Monday, March 3rd, and you get yourself a coupon for a free spaghetti dinner on the 4th floor Players Lounge. Dinner includes rolls and butter, salad, a heaping plate of pasta and marinara sauce. You can't beat it with a stick or even with a whip. So be sure and be there Monday night for your free spaghetti dinner. Pass the word in the condos, okay? Let everybody know Pompano Park is the place to be this coming Monday night, March 3rd. And it's always the place to be. For example, coming up tomorrow night, Friday, March 7th, Pompano Park presents the only horse racing fireworks stunt show. It's outside in the entire world as Australian Vince Silvestro, the pyrotechnic wonder from down under, does his amazing hot-to-trot fireworks stunt show. Watch as this crazy Aussie stands on the shaft of his race bike, holds the reins in his teeth, and while his super horse, Hand Me Silver, races around the track, Vince shoots off more than 2,000 rounds of fireworks. It's a show you must see to believe. It's almost as exciting as when Tom Wynn jumped over the rail at Northfield Downs. Pompano Park offering free general parking, free admission every afternoon and evening, and of course, like I said, post time 7:15 p.m. every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. What day is it today? Thursday, like tonight, at Pompano Harness.
My and local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAQAM.
You asshole!
We're so sorry, Dennis Rodman. Freedom stock and Gora teddies in Fuse and Green. We're so sorry, Dennis Rodman. But the panties come with snappies to secure your little thing.
Phil Jackson notified me. He said you're very pretty, but you're dressing too petite. He asked if you would mind wearing something underneath, 'cause you're way too tall.
Way too tall.
Every time he jumps, you can see his basketball.
Man, you look retarded, retarded for a 7-foot tall guy. Man, you look retarded, retarded for a 7-foot tall guy.
At 560 WQAM. Beth Ostrowski, who's Howard Stern's girlfriend. We have two faxes on that. Have you seen her?
No.
Well, we better put that on there. Beth Ostrowski and Howard Stern. What is she doing with him? Besides the fact he's got all that money. And the fax makes a good point. He's certainly not because of his penis size. That's for damn sure. Donna Dixon and Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah.
And you say?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then here's one that says, what's Phoebe Cates doing with Kevin Kline when she should be with me, somebody says. I wonder if this is from the Bird. Well, Kevin Kline, well, she's not any spring chicken anymore anyway. How old is she now? Like 45?
Yeah, but she still looks a lot better than he does.
And he looks like he could be your father, right?
Right. And did then.
Did we put that on there or not?
Yes.
Okay. And then here's this other fact which also mentions about Howard's sperm, and this is kind of cute. Oh, let's see, Ted Danson and Whoopi Goldberg? Well, which one of them is good looking?
Exactly.
Which one of them looks really good? Sorry. I think it's a pretty close match, although he's got better hair. Let's see, any details about the brawl between Orlando, that's the big, and Josh Friedman?
We already covered that. Nothing happened.
Yeah, I mean, they were hyping that heavy duty on the morning show because they don't have anything else to talk about, but I don't think much of anything happened.
Much of nothing happened. Nothing happened. It was all bull.
In other words, it was just a contrived story, never happened at all?
Joe and Mark made it up, and it was picked up and ran with like a ball.
Are you telling me again that this is another Mo picking up a Joe thing?
Mojo.
He's going to lose his mojo if he don't cut the crap. And made a big simus about it. They talked about that for like 3-4 days in a row. And it was just a contrived thing that Joe made up?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Oh my God.
Golly, no wonder they gave up on Ding Dong School. You know what? Wow. Anyway, it's a big old bashing fax, this one. From Lauren. Saw him on TV, comes across as a know-it-all, and he knows very little, goofy-looking F, it says. Yeah, he is a goofy-looking guy, but he's a good guy. Orlando Alzaguiri.
Right, never stole a freight train.
Right, he's not a bad guy. He doesn't know squat. Haven't I always said that?
Yeah.
He doesn't belong on the air, but he's a good guy. See? I'd rather work with people who maybe don't belong on the air but are nice people as opposed to people who don't belong on the air and aren't nice people. Not to mention any shows in particular. Look at that, it's already 11:23. Oh, man, I can smell it. Oh, brother. I can smell it all the way up here because the pressure is building only 7 minutes away. Somebody's going to be walking through that door.
If there's a but, I smell it.
With some pages of stuff, and then you're going to be faxing them immediately up here. Don't be taking time to diddle with them. Just fax them right on up. I just put a whole bunch of extra paper in my fax machine there. See, this is one fax machine that doesn't run out of toner or paper. How do you like that?
Rub it in.
What a concept. Here's West Palm Beach. Hello.
Yeah, hi, how are you doing, Neil?
Pretty good.
Anna Nicole Smith and the Billionaire. Did anyone get them down?
Which one of them looked good?
Anna Nicole Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
I guess, Elizabeth Taylor and that construction worker.
Oh, yeah, what the hell was his name?
I don't
Larry
know.
Fortensky.
Larry Fortensky, very
Yeah,
good with an
yeah.
N.
He's some construction worker she just married, and Celine Dion, that Sean Connery lookalike.
Yeah, but she's nasty looking.
Yeah, that's true. Liza Minnelli and her husband.
Who?
Liza Minnelli and the one guy who's, we're not all for sure that he's straight.
And which one of them looks good?
I guess none of them. It's just a question of what they're doing together.
Yeah.
I don't know necessarily of who's hot or who's not, just
Yeah,
what they're
I think
doing
that's
together.
where we really were coming from, otherwise we could have put...
I didn't really catch the poll exactly, but I don't know, that's just my thought on it.
Good choices, thanks.
Alright, be good.
We will. We'll be good.
So which ones of those are we using?
I thought I said.
I'm double checking as I write and kill
Liz Taylor and Larry Fortensky. I mean, you're the one that came up with his name, which
Right.
is shocking. I mean, she was
I'm not
only married
disagreeing,
like
I'm just recapping here.
45 times.
Yeah.
Now, she was married, the old fag hag that she was. She sure had a lot of... Did she ever have any children by any of those 85 husbands?
I don't know. I don't think she did.
She was married to Richard Todd.
Right.
Remember Around the World in 80 Days?
If you name them all, it'll be noon.
And she was married to Eddie Fisher and his brother Macy Fisher. And
Didn't he build Fisher Island?
Richard Burton a couple of times. Yeah, I think he put IOD on the air. And a whole bunch of other people. Then she was married to Michael Jackson, and then she was married to Brooke Shields. And then Chris Atkins got in the middle. 5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon wireless line. We're not going to make a big thing about these trends. They're just numbers on a page, okay? We know that Arbitron's full of crap. Let's preface the numbers coming out by saying that these are the same people that told us that America is ecstatic, that they took a poll somewhere in somebody's backyard, and America's ecstatic with the way that deregulation is working and that radio choices are in America today. That America loves what's happened to radio thanks to the FCC. That's Arbitron. That's what we have to live by. Bunch of grave robbers. Here's Key Largo. Hello.
It's Tom. Buddy boy, good morning to you.
Oh, get out of here. Go away. Go away. I would say go away and come again another day, but just don't come back. Good golly, Miss Molly. Man, and the bad part of it is we keep picking up new ones now, We like picking up new listeners, but new chronics we could probably live without during 2003, don't you think?
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I could be wrong about that, but let's just make it's only the end of February, could still make a nice New Year's resolution. No more chronics in 2003.
Please. Local. This is Sports Radio 560. QAQAM.
Oh my God.
When I'm at home or when I drive, all that I hear all day and night, the same old songs or right-wing shows all over corporate radio. They bought them all, the talent is gone. Now all that's heard are neocons, are ways of crap and major lies to make us feel we should change our minds. True girls would like the fascist noise that's programmed for the good old boys who just don't know or just don't care and just assume it's valid to there. You have their rights, you have the power, you got the power to apply the job. Radio. All we hear is radio doo-doo, right-wing caca, Nazi poo-poo. All we hear is radio retards, neocon felons, wannabe limbars. All we hear is big bush licking as kissing blowhards, hacks and morons. All we hear is mass-produced music, FM vanilla, warp-rich muton. All we hear is no-ball programming, fascist bigots, goose-stepping quislings. All we hear is hateful blah-blah, propaganda, pro-Bush hoopla. All we hear is fascist feces, Christian free-punch, right-wing bullshit.
Okay, it's 11:32 at 560 QM. So the first numbers you faxed to me, they tell me nothing.
Right, well, here's some more.
Oh.
On their way.
Bad?
I don't know, I'm sticking them in without looking at them.
Oh, just stick them in there, don't look at them. Well, anyway,
Yeah,
these are 12
done that
plus.
before.
What?
Nothing.
He said he's not, I'm reaching back in the fax machine, so if I'm off mic, too freaking bad.
That's all right.
Let's see, 12 plus, person's 12 plus, but before we do that, let's see. First of all, it's Mary Madeline. Lynn Samuels emailed me to correct us. We don't want to be wrong. Madeline, Matalin. Married to James Carville. Got it?
No.
Matalin. Mary Madeline. Got it? Not Mary Magdalene. Also, she suggests Michael Nichols and Diane Sawyer, but who the hell's the good-looking one in that group, in that pair? I don't think so. Also, Danny DeVito and his wife Rhea Perlman, what a dog, but they're both dogs. He comes up to her kneecaps, I say no.
Right.
I don't think they get it. I don't think they understand it.
No, and I think it would be a good time to stop because all of this fax madness that's going on right now.
What do you mean by that? Oh yeah, don't fax us anymore. We're busy now with the numbers, but you can keep calling. The calls are smoking. Veteran U.S. diplomat resigns over Iraq. A veteran U.S. diplomat based in Greece has resigned to protest President Bush's fervent pursuit of war with Iraq. J. Brady Klessling, who served as political officer at the Athens embassy, reportedly said in the resignation letter to Colin Powell that he left the diplomatic service because of his disagreement over the Bush administration's Iraq policy. Our fervent pursuit of war with Iraq is driving us to squander the international legitimacy that has been America's most potent weapon on both offense and defense since the days of Woodrow Wilson, Klessling wrote, according to the New York Times. George W. wanted to know who the hell was Woodrow Wilson. How do you like that? So Mr. Klessling has resigned, Rusty Klessler. Are you faxing me more stuff?
Yes.
Oh, God, I'm reaching back here. So, anyway, 12 plus. Now, the people in the business listen very religiously. Number one, I see this is a SPO and SPO book, trend. You can see that. This is November, December, and January, because you see number one, WEDR went from a 6.3 to a 6.6 overall. They're still number one, but up. Also, Power from a 6.2 to a tie for number one, 6.6. We're tied for number one down the hall at Power. Oh! And what is that crap they played on the hall? Radio Mambi went from fourth to third, 4.5 to 5.4. So you see where this is going? And then Hot. So the top four stations are all ethnic, black and Hispanic. Do we have a chance?
No.
No. Life, which I do like Life a little bit now. Did I say that before?
Yeah, you did mention it once.
101.5. Not bad. Not great, but not too bad. Radio Amor, 4.0 to a 4.2. So all the ethnics went up. Love 94. Let's see. Let's get down to the nitty-gritty. WIOD is 11th with a 3.3, the same as they were in the fall book. And we're 16th, and this is 12 plus, with a 2.6 compared to a 2.7. So a little droppage there in 12 plus. Now, we're starting to get into like the day parts 12 plus, which I don't think is really all that important anyway, is it? Unless we decide it is.
No.
I mean, we don't really care about 12 plus because that's everybody from 12 up to the age of 500. Radio Mambi, WAQI. Look at, oh yeah, this was a heavy SPO book, man. All you Julios, all you Beaners. Good God. Radio Mambi is number one in the morning with a 6.3 overall, 12 plus, followed by Hot, Radio Amor, Big. Howard drops to fourth in the morning. This don't, and that's Howard Stern, of course, I'm talking about. Now let's see, WIOD in the morning, 3.7 to a 3.6, about the same, not a big change there. WQAM, 2.5 to a 2.8. Oh! All right, Mo! Go get it, Mo! Huh? Of course, that's 6 to 10.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? I mean, it's still
I know what you're saying.
It's still 14th. It's still a very lame number. But nevertheless. Okay, I'm assuming the next ones are going to be 10 to 3. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not going to be good, man. 10 to 3. Don't see it. 4-1 to a 3-7. Uh-oh. Of course, that includes that awful December, man. That 3, whatever we had.
Where that guy sandbagged you?
Where we got sandbagged. 4-1 to a 3.7. 10-3. Let's blame it on the Mad Dog. Nobody will know the difference. Not good.
All right.
Okay, and then we got the Humpers numbers going to come. Now, who's big there in the midday? Life is number 1 with a 5.9. Radio Mambi, EDR, WIOD with a 4.5. But again, this is 12 plus. Does this mean anything?
No.
Not really. But it's not a good sign, George. Not a very good sign. I think we could be the weak link. You know what I'm saying? Time for them to write a check and say it was nice for 5 years plus, but here's the rest and have a good life. And obviously that 2.8. I mean, we could have brought him down. You realize that?
Yeah.
You think that's possible?
No.
No, I don't
Well,
either.
it's possible, but anything's possible.
You think it's likely?
No.
Now, what happened to the midday numbers? The afternoon. Where's the
everything
humper?
I got in here? You should have
Where's
gotten them.
3 to 7, mister?
You should have gotten them. I faxed
He's
them.
holding back.
I faxed them. I'm looking at them.
This man is holding back. Audience is waiting on the phone desperately. I'm stapling in groups of pages here, and I have no 3 to 7. A humper, I'm sure, is listening right now, wanting to find out, even though 12 plus ain't important. Don't worry about it, Hank.
I'm sure you have it. It went through.
Okay, here we go. 7 to
30.
midnight. No, I don't have it.
All right, I'll refax it.
I got 7 to midnight. Well, wait and see. There's more stuff coming. Just relax.
Okay.
The problem is you're just pouring stuff into that damn fax machine. You're
No
pouring
kidding.
it in there.
2-3 to a 2-6.
What's
3 to
that?
7. 3 to 7, 12 plus.
So everybody else went up a little bit, and we went down in the midday. See, maybe it was a sports month, or maybe it was that December thing.
I think
again.
it's all that political talk. I told you not to do that.
Oh, I'm sorry. I better not do that again. But I will. So 2-6, and we had a what? 3-7?
Yes.
From 10 to 3?
Yes.
Okay, we'll start getting the meaningful numbers here momentarily. Okay, oh, here it is. Finally, now I'm getting 3 to 7. Power 96 from a 7.6 to a 7.7. Number 1.
Oh!
Kicking ass, baby. And I'm looking down the list. I don't see. Where the hell are you finding this? On the 3rd page, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
Don't worry, Humper. This is only 12 plus. Nobody gives a flying crap about 12 plus. From a 2.3 to a 2.6. Like I said. What's a Schmidt? Schmidt.
What?
What's his name got? 3.5 went up a little bit.
Oh!
There
See?
you go. So again, this means the right wingers got these diaries in
Political
January
book.
again. Right?
Right.
See, I'm telling you, that's why there's no market for liberal radio talk show hosts, because they just don't stick up for us like this other crap goes on. We're finished. We're done. Don't count any more bonuses ever again. We're finished. But that's okay. They gotta pay. Let's take a call from Palm Beach. Hello?
Good morning, guys.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I have a feeling you probably played that Rodman bit because somebody suggested Carmel Electra already.
Yes.
Okay, great.
They're in first place, as a matter of they're in first place with 33 votes.
Yeah, it's obvious. Somebody already stole my Donna Dixon thing. Oh, Donna Dixon.
So is that Dave Dixon.
What about even though she's kind of blimpified a little bit, Kirstie Alley and that hipster doofus guy she's married to? Even fat, she still looks good.
Who's she married to?
Oh, that Parker dude. Well, I can't remember his first name.
Parker
They're
Stevenson?
divorced.
They're finally divorced?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
But
then also...
George, again, is missing the point. That's
No,
not
I get
the
it.
poll.
But that's who. It was. He said that who she's married to.
Well, maybe she was married to, is
She
what
was
he's
married
talking
to him.
about, okay?
Okay, well, this comes in the
And why are you faxing me 18 to 34 next? I don't give a flying crap about 18 to 34.
faxing you
We don't have 5
everything.
people 18 to 34. What?
And finally,
yes,
the last subcategory, in a category of YDF, are they with anyone, Tom Green and Drew Barrymore?
Got it. Thanks.
So, yeah, thanks.
So do you not want these before I fax any more of them?
Oh, I guess. I mean, if this is what you got, but it's such a tremendous waste of your effort and my time and
whatever,
everybody's
I'll just
fax
staple
paper
them and,
the
stack
trees
them.
they had to chop down
Right.
and everything. Not looking too promising, mister, I'll tell you that.
Say the word and I won't.
I think we got a lot to answer for here in the midday. In fact, I think it looks like the whole thing has come crumbling down is what it looks like to me, okay? I think Greg Reed's folly has come crumbling down around all of us, if you ask me.
Live and local. This is 560. The radio's all yours now. QAM.
Do you have a heart or a liver?
No.
Joe Pixora said goodbye to Sarah Little Hora. 40 million watched it when Zora said she liked the nitwit. Joe Pixora, Joe she's a bore back to your bulldozer. Have a happy life with your saintly wife when you could have had that hoochie Sarah Kozer.
Okay, 11:47 at 560 QM. Okay, now finally you're starting to fax me some stuff that might have some significance. Men?
Yeah.
Men 18 plus. Because 18 to 34, I mean, everybody went up a little bit. In the morning, look at the Momeister, baby. Look at that.
I can't already stacked it.
He's kicking ass.
This is better than sex.
See? 18 to 34, that's persons. He went from a 0.7 to a 1.3.
Oh!
I mean, basically what I'm seeing here is that all the numbers are like leveling out on the whole place. It's like in a club in Rhode Island, you know, after the fire. Everything was like kind of leveled and it all looked the same. That seems to be what Greg has done here on WQAM, amazingly, astonishingly. Could be wrong though, but anyway, men 18 plus. Did you look at these or you just faxed
no,
them?
I just looked at ours and it's on its way to you right now.
Not good, huh?
No.
Really? WAQI 5.0 to a 5.7, number 1. Power 4.7 to a 4.9 from 3rd to 2nd.
As a matter of fact,
yeah,
when you see what's above us, I think it speaks volumes.
It won't be an English-speaking station, probably.
Yes and no.
Really?
Yeah.
Not WIOD.
Yeah.
You have to be schmitting me. So in other words, now what the ratings are in this market anywhere are all political. It's all the ditto heads against us. And we just can't handle it if the right-wingers get the books. Okay, now let's take a look first at the morning, okay? Where Mo has made a gigantic inroad here going from number 6 to number 4, a 4.2 to a 4.9. Okay?
Okay.
I mean, I say gigantic inroad, that might be a little bit of a stretch, but at least he's recovered from the precipice, the edge of falling into the radio abyss. You see what I'm saying? Now this was...
Yeah, if I'm not answering, it's because I'm over by the fax machine.
November, December, and January. That's okay, I don't need a response. Because you already told me that we're just finished. So let's see. Now, how's Fox doing in the morning? Fox Sports, that they're so panicky and having a nervous breakdown about? Do I see them anywhere on here? Fox News Sports. I'm looking WRFX 1.1 to a 1.4 in the morning. Beware the evil fox. That's what they say on Passions. Look out for old Fox. And what function does he serve on that show? I'm just asking rhetorically. Can anybody tell me what function he, other than standing around with his arms folded, looking real swishy? Okay, let's see. 10 to 3, men 18 plus. Oh boy. WAQI. Well, see, again, this is an ethnic thing and a political thing. Radio Mambi, a 5.9 up to a 6.8.
Because that's all they talk about.
What?
They're all right-wing political, too, for what it's worth.
So, in other words, all the right-wingers, both Hispanic and Anglo, got the diaries in January, and so AQI, Radio Mambi is number 1. We're back to this crap again. We haven't seen this back since the Mariel boat lift.
Right.
IOD from a 5.8 and number 3 in the book to 6.1 and number 2 in this trend. WQAM, which is 6.5 down to a 5.9 in men. November, December, January. But of course, keeping in mind that includes that December, that bogus 3 point something in there.
Right.
Which will drop off. I'm not making excuses, but I'm just telling you that will vanish. Not good, George. Not good. And of course, the humper will obviously go up.
Oh, it's in the machine. I didn't look at it.
I beg your pardon?
I didn't look at it. It's in the machine.
Keep in mind the 5.9 is from 10 to 3, so between 9 and 1, we probably
humper went up.
Begin to imagine how we got walloped, okay? We're gonna get walloped because you keep ripping a Bushmeister. You know what? Too freaking bad. Too freaking bad. Ain't gonna be anybody on this show that's gonna start pandering for political purposes because the right-wingers are punishing us, like that clown that called in about he punished us in December. Well, guess what? Somebody punished us again in January. And you know what? Too bad. After all of these years, like I'm going to worry about, who the hell is, what we have to prove to anybody? Men 18 plus in the afternoon, power number 1. That speaks for itself. WIOD 4.4 to a 5 point. Oh, look at that. The Schmidtmeister. See? Again. Tied with a humper who went from a 4.6 to a 5 point. Oh! Tied for second. Nice going, Hank. But still tied with the Schmidt man. So if you're right wing, you can do your thing, and everybody else, and they're talking about a liberal freaking radio network. Oh my God, you gotta be kidding me, man. Or as they say at IOD, you gotta be schmitting me. That's the name of that game. Liberal talk show hosts in the tank, down the drain with Drano. Because they just, our audience just won't play the game the way the right wingers do. They won't do it. Here's Miami. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
How are you? I got a couple here. Tommy Mottola and Elias.
Got it.
You got that one? How about
Yep.
Heidi Klum and whatever her husband's name is?
Heidi Klum and whatever her husband's name is, George. Okay, thank you so much. I think he just dropped his phone into his
rectum.
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon. What are you going to be faxing me now? I hear the fax machine is still puking and puking. There really isn't any need for anything else, I don't think.
You don't want the persons? 2554?
Oh, well, I guess if, to humor you.
Well, I'll stop right now.
No, if you got the persons.
Let me go pull the plug.
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T and Verizon Wireless line. Got a lot of votes on the poll already. The couple who made you most say, what the F is she doing with him? Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman. And by the way, before I give the poll results, that woman that called again yesterday, and you certainly do know which one I'm talking about.
Yes, I do.
Who would like us to sacrifice the entire program to satisfy her and turn this into a WFTL. If we continue going in that direction, pretty soon this will be Light Bulb Junior. We'll have the same kind of numbers they used to have on the light bulb. We'll be doing fractions. There's no audience for it, honey. Hate to break the news to you, lady. No audience. Nobody wants to hear that crap. Anyway, getting back to this. Carmen Electra, Dennis Rodman, 40 votes. Lisa Marie and Michael Jackson, 35. Julia Roberts and Lyle, I Love It, 34. Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael Douglas, 16. Everybody else in single digits. Including Brittany and Justin Tinkerbell with only 9.
Shameful.
Oh. I guess these people just don't get it. They just don't understand. Maybe they're just not as crazy about Brittany as some other people might be. You think?
Who are you talking about?
I'm looking at these,
I know.
in fact, 7, I got pages just all over the place. Just too much. I'm just overwhelmed with pages of crap, with faxes, with stuff here, yeah. The hell was that?
Bagpipes.
5670560, pound 560 on the AT&T. We're less than an hour away from Marlins baseball.
Oh!
That should goose us back up there again. Let's just put some ball games on here at midday. That sounds good to me. We'll work a couple of hours every day, maybe an hour and a half, then we'll put some Marlin games on. We'll play some tapes of some old Marlin games. That should do it. What do you think?
Yeah, let's go.
Here's a call from Jupiter. Hello.
Hola, Neil.
Yes, sir.
How's the weather today?
I beg your pardon?
How's your weather today?
It's sunny and murky. It's going to be about 26. Not too bad.
Not too bad. She's dead, but you brought up dead people earlier. How about the royal Di and Charles? I know you don't like her, but
compared to him, she was pretty much of a knockout, yeah.
there you go.
Princess Diana and Prince Charles.
And did anybody say Maury and Connie?
Maury and Connie. Oh, Maury, yeah, but who's the hot one in that pair? Maury Pupik and Connie Chink?
Yes.
I think it's a good match. Okay, have a great day, sir. See, they don't get it. They don't understand it.
No.
What is she doing with him, either present or past? In other words, what is somebody as beautiful as her, which I don't think Connie Chunk is beautiful, doing with a guy who looks like that? You know what I'm saying? Who looks like that. You don't go to Vegas and talk to a man like Mo Green like that.
We're Sports Radio 560, QAM.